Well, the Eagles looking for revenge. They lost to the Giants week 2. And with a long history of names and stories, the Giants and Eagles spark memories that travel only 98 miles apart. There's no halfway point in this rivalry. Some games can be described by a single word, others by just initials. The opening kickoff from the Meadowlands coming up.
We are no longer the underdog. We're not a small company or a struggling upstart. We're not Davids. They're not Goliaths. You could say we've succeeded. And in doing so, we created something bigger than a car. Bigger than a factory. Bigger than us. And best of all, we're not done creating.
E-Business Solutions. Judging from the number of e-businesses going out of business, most haven't solved anything. At Dell, we design our servers, storage, and services to make it easier to get results. They help us generate $15 billion a year in e-commerce alone. Now that's what we call solutions. What about you? To find out more, visit Dell.com. Yep, it's that easy.
Dell E-Business servers use Intel Pentium 3 Xeon processors.
E-Trade, the #1 place to invest online, presents the return of the week. Brian Billick's Ravens haven't scored a touchdown in 4 weeks. Last Sunday, Tony Banks threw a touchdown, but it was to Titans linebacker Randall Godfrey, who returned the interception 24 yards for a score. Godfrey wrestled the pass away from tight end Ben Coates, earning Tennessee a key divisional victory.
Thank you. As you know, profits have been down. And with that being said, I'd like to announce my new CFO, Monsieur Chappie.
Look at the people.
Monsieur Chappie says that casual Fridays will now be tube top and foot pajama Fridays.
Chappie likes, Monsieur Chappie likes. Wee, 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 wee.
E-Trade, it's your money.
Fox Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Welcome back to the Meadowlands as we get set for the Giants and the Eagles. Some 1 o'clock games of note. Atlanta by 1 over Carolina. Indianapolis 4th quarter lead over the Lions. Miami a come-from-behind victory. They trailed Green Bay by 10. And Tampa Bay hands the Minnesota Vikings their first loss. Cincinnati winning their 2nd straight. Jets and Bills tied. Pittsburgh over Baltimore, struggling offensively once again. The weather, the wind today could be a major factor. The Giants have won the toss. And David Akers gets things started for the Eagles. Rookie Ron Dixon from the 8-yard line. Running to his right. Dixon still on his feet. Finally taken down at the 30 after a 22-yard return. Amp Lee made the stop on special teams. Kerry Collins leading the Giants offense out onto the field. He had his best game of the season against the Eagles week 2. Here are the men protecting Collins: Brown, Parker, and Ziegler, all first-year Giants. Tiki Barber with Greg Camella in the backfield. Toomer and Hilliard are the wideouts. And the tight end is Howard Cross.
Right now, Kenny, 2 tight ends out on the field. Pete Mitchell and 3 wide receivers. There's Jaravicious down here.
Giants open with 1 back. It's Barber, and Collins' pass on first down is caught by the tight end, Pete Mitchell, at the 36-yard line. A gain of 6 on first down. Eagles rank 8th in the NFL defensively. Hugh Douglas leading the NFL in sacks. Brandon Whiting starting for Mike Mamula. Gardner, Trotter, Emmons, the linebackers, and one of the top secondaries in the NFL. Dixon and Dawkins went to the Pro Bowl last year. On 2nd and 4, off the play fake to Barber. Collins now 2 for 2 as Ike Hilliard picks up the first down, a gain of 7 before he was tackled by Barry Gardner.
Well, the Giants wanted to establish their passing game early, and they've done it so far. And this is what they like to do most. It's a play-action pass. So you fake handing off one way. Kerry Collins rolls the bootleg to the left side, and the defense is caught unawares.
The pitch back to Tiki Barber on first down, finds a hole. Out to midfield, Brian Dawkins made the stop after a gain of 7.
Now, Kenny, the Giants offense is so effective with their play action pass that a lot of times they get a defense thinking pass when they show a run look.
Tiki Barber averaging over 6 yards per carry. He gained 7 on his first carry today, setting up 2nd and 3. Hilliard in motion. And a quick slant caught by Amani Toomer. Has a first down, benched in the second half in the Giants' last game against Dallas 2 weeks ago. And Toomer gained 6 and a Giants first down.
And we talk about the Eagles having a West Coast offense. That's what the Giants looks like right now. I mean, they look like the Eagles when they're operating that West Coast at their best. They're coming in and out of the huddle fast. They're changing personnel almost every play, and there's a lot of quick, short passes.
3 wide receivers in the game for the Giants. Collins has completed his first 3 pass attempts. And he makes it 4 for 4. Again, it's Ike Hilliard, his second catch. A gain of 11 yards. Damon Moore finally brought him down.
Boy, and this is a daring pass for Kerry Collins. You can see the confidence he's got. Watch this. It's just a slant right here, and he throws it right into the coverage. Watch the linebackers in their drops. He throws it right between the linebackers and the safeties and the cornerbacks. He throws it right into traffic with great confidence.
1st and 10 from the Eagles' 32. Palmer able to make the catch and works his way down to the 29-yard line. A pickup of 4 yards. Nice catch by Tiki Barber. And Kerry Collins is now 5 of 5.
Now the Eagles defense showed their blitz on that play, and they blitz as much as almost any defense in the league. You're going to see Barry Gardner shoot right up here, but because the Giants right now are using this quick passing game, Collins drops back, lofts it over the blitzer's head, and they turn it into something positive.
Ron Dane has replaced Tiki Barber in the Giants' backfield. 2nd and 7 from the 29. Hilliard in motion. And the first carry of the game for the Heisman Trophy winner, Ron Dane, who grew up just outside Philadelphia. No gain on the play. Good effort by the Eagles defense.
And the reason there's no gain is Hugh Douglas, who's right here against Lomas Brown, and watch him work. He gets up under Brown's pads. He works to the outside. You see the power, you see the mobility, and you see the reason why Hugh Douglas is headed towards the Pro Bowl this season.
He spent 3 years here with the Jets. He leads the NFL with 11 sacks. 3rd down and 7. Collins perfect so far, and this time Toomer could not hold on.
Well, this time it's a straight drop back. It's more of a conventional pass, and watch Hugh Douglas. Watch him come to work on Lomas Brown and gets right in Collins' face. Hugh Douglas has given the Eagles defense the luxury of putting pressure on a quarterback without blitzing.
So Jim Fussell and the Giants going for it on 4th and 7. Giants perfect this year on 4th down offense. Collins under pressure, gets the pass away, and it's broken up by Al Harris. Toomer was the intended receiver. Al Harris made the play.
This is the kind of play that Amani Toomer needs to be able to make to take the Giants to that next level. Eagles sell out on the blitz. Collins beats it, delivers the pass, but Toomer can't hang on, and the Eagles have got the ball.
free to move about the country.
This new car was going to be different from anything Saturn ever built. It was going to be bigger, more powerful, more luxurious, more everything. And while creating an entirely separate plant may not have been absolutely necessary, it was the right thing to do. Welcome to the factory, the Saturn L Series build.
Fox NFL Sunday is brought to you by Southwest Airlines, proud sponsor of the NFL and official airline of the Super Bowl.
Well, an exciting week in the Big Apple sports-wise. Giants stopped on their opening drive on 4th down. Now the Eagles go to work, and McNabb's pass incomplete. Mike Barrow on the coverage, pass intended for the tight end, Chad Lewis.
Kenny, let's go back to this 4th down play. Watch Amani Toomey. He runs a slant pass here, and the ball is delivered. Al Harris makes a nice play. Watch it. He's got the ball in his hands. Harris strips it out. But again, that's the kind of catch Amani Toomer has got to make.
2nd and 10 for the Eagles from the 29. Stanley Pritchett, the former Miami Dolphin, out to the 35-yard line. A gain of 6, so it will be a 3rd and 4. Donovan McNabb in his 2nd year out of Syracuse, 4-1 his last 5 starts. Only 4 deceptions over those 5 games. Thomas and Runyon, terrific tackles. Runyon went to the Super Bowl with Tennessee last year. Darnell Autry making his return to the NFL, along with Cecil Martin in the backfield. 3 wide receivers on 3rd and 4. McNabb with time gets the pass away, but a terrific defensive play by Sean Williams, and the Eagles will be forced to punt.
The Giants at the safety position are strong with Garnes and with Williams, big physical guys, and you see Williams' ability right there to cover a receiver when it's a running back man-to-man and come up with the play.
Sean Landeta, who won 2 Super Bowl rings with the Giants, 3rd in the NFC in punting this year. Tiki Barber back deep. Barber takes it at the 23. Good coverage. Only a 4-yard return, a 42-yard punt by Landeta. James Sterling made the special teams tackle.
We are no longer the underdog. We're not a small company or a struggling upstart. We're not Davids. They're not Goliaths. You could say we've succeeded. And in doing so, we created something bigger than a car. Bigger than a factory. Bigger than us. And best of all, we're not done creating.
54-yard field goal. 5 seconds left. Their season all comes down to this. Here's the snap. The kick is up. It's got the distance. It's good. It's done. It's all over.
Philips digital recorder with TiVo. Pauses live TV and a lot more.
That's my chalupa.
That's my chalupa. That's my chalupa.
That's my chalupa.
That's my chalupa.
My chalupa! Everybody's got their chalupa. Some hunger for the Baja with zesty pepper jack sauce and fiesta salsa. Others crave the bold Southwest flavor of the Santa Fe. What's your chalupa?
Dude, you got a really good voice.
All 4 flavors now 99 cents each.
Critics are raving about the newest Fox hit series, Boston Public.
The New York Daily News says it's the best new show of the season.
I don't want to go to school. It sucks.
Every kid has to have a degree in suckhood.
It's as inspired as The West Wing and as fast-moving as ER. Give David E. Kelly an A+. Boston Public. All new at 8/7 Central tomorrow on Fox.
Jim Fossil, Giants head coach, is 7-0 versus the Eagles when he's been with the Giants. And Andy Reid on the right for the Eagles has got this team in a playoff position in only his second year in Philly.
Giants from the 26. Collins on first down. Again looking for Toomer. This time a penalty flag. Al Harris on the coverage. Jeff Triplett, the referee, makes the call.
Kenny, Al Harris has the position that you want to have, but he's got to look back for the ball.
Defense, number 31. Ball will be placed at the spot of the foul. First down.
It was just a small bit of his hand. Watch Al Harris. He's got good position, but watch his left hand. You see that left hand right there? He blocks Toomer's right arm, and he without looking back. See, if he just turns his head back and holds his arms up, well, that's a defense pass. Instead, it's a penalty and a first down for the Giants.
Only the second pass interference call against the Eagles this season. From the 43, Tiki Barber looks to cut it back inside and is tackled. Hugh Douglas, Barry Gardner in on the stop after a gain of just one.
Now, how about the intensity and the speed of Hugh Douglas to make that play going all the way to the other side of the field? And again, I mean, Hugh Douglas in the top of the NFL with 11 sacks, but he plays the run with the same kind of intensity. Added about 15 pounds in the offseason. It looked yesterday like he added most of it in his legs and hips, and he's got great explosive power.
Matched up with 16-year veteran Lomas Brown. Collins on 2nd and 9 to Barber. Into Eagles territory. Tiki Barber down the sideline all the way to the Philadelphia 20-yard line. A gain of 36 yards. Jeremiah Trotter finally brought him down.
The focus of the Eagles defense was not to give up the big pass play downfield. So they're taking away the downfield passes. And this time the Giants just sneak Barber right out of the backfield, let him catch it short, and then run it long.
A 36-yard pass play from Collins to Barber. Collins to Amani Toomer. Inside the 10 to the 7. 13 yards, and that's the 5th ball Collins has thrown to Toomer today.
And Kenny, the Eagles have gone with Al Harris at this right corner position over Bobby Taylor. And I'm beginning to wonder if they're going to go change back to Bobby Taylor. Because Al Harris, as we've seen him with the pass interference, and then this one here, he's got to come up and make that tackle. Nice move by Toomer.
Taylor is on the sidelines with his helmet on, but not in the game. Off the play fake, Collins looking, heading towards the end zone, reaches across. No signal yet. He's down inside the 1. Al Harris made the tackle.
And Kenny, this is exactly what Howie Long explained to the viewers who saw the pregame show this morning. If you give a quarterback a huge lane, he will take it. And the Philadelphia defense invited Kerry Collins to make this run. Hugh Douglas came upfield, the tackles stayed downfield, and there was a huge gap to run in.
2nd and goal from the 1-yard line. Ron Dayne. No signal. The officials move into the pile. Touchdown Giants.
For an offensive line and a big back that pride themselves in tough yards, this is the perfect play. A 1-yard run, just surge it right up the middle.
4th touchdown of the year for Ron Dayne. Brad Dallariso adds the extra point. Only the 6th touchdown allowed by the Eagles in their last 7 games. 7-0 Giants.
There will be moments when the planets align, the heavens part, and the car god smiled down upon you with the beautifully clear, winding road. The mid-size L-Series performance sedan, because it would be a shame to disappoint the car gods.
Nice place.
Oh, thanks. Used to be a warehouse.
Killer office.
Yeah, it was actually a warehouse.
Cool place! What? Cool place! Oh, it was a warehouse! What?
UPS helps companies shed costly warehouse space by streamlining supply chains with new ideas that trim inventory and increase speed to market. UPS, moving at the speed of business.
Our company needed managed internet solutions. PSINet delivered.
We needed managed web hosting. PSINet fit the bill.
I wanted multi-currency e-commerce. PSINet was there in over 160 currencies.
We needed transaction solutions. PSINet executed the specifications on time.
Simply put, I needed everything, and PSINet gave it to me.
Your business internet opportunity is knocking. Open the door. Call or contact us today.
Rolling Stone calls the street irresistible.
I am hotter than a fox in a firestorm.
And raves it's a buy.
How long are going to be begging for?
From the creator of Sex and the City, The Street, series premiere at 9/8 Central, Fox Wednesday.
Back at the Meadowlands, Giants over the Eagles, 7-0. A 5-play, 74-yard drive.
And Kerry Collins has got this Eagles defense on their heels with that short passing game.
Short kickoff. That has been one of DeLuiso's problems this year, but Brian Mitchell had trouble with it and falls on it at the 23-yard line. So the Eagles go back to work when we return, trailing the Giants by 7.
Hello?
Hello? Hello.
Happy birthday to me.
For the great taste that won't fill you up and never lets you down.
Hello. Security.
Make it a Bud Light.
Our first lesson this morning will be the sit and stay command. And say sit, stay, sit, stay, sit, stay.
This dog's in big trouble.
Buy online, return to the store.
No problem.
BestBuy.com. It wasn't that easy.
We didn't have to offer side impact airbags on all our new cars. We didn't have to make those airbags the kind that are designed to help protect your head, just like the ones that come in Mercedes and Volvo. We didn't have to. That said, we did.
South to south pit, stroke, check, check.
Fox NFL Sunday is brought to you by Saturn, now with 2 distinctively different car lines, the L Series and S Series. By BestBuy.com. By IBM, taking e-business and your business to the next level. And by Bud Light, for the great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down, make it a Bud Light.
The Philadelphia Eagles went 3 and out on their first drive of today's game. Trailing 7-0, they start from the 23 and some trickery. Charles Johnson on the end around. He took the handoff from Darnell Autry and is knocked out of bounds at the 38 by Sam Garnes. A gain of 15 yards And Andy Reid has probably run more trick plays this year than any other coach in the NFL.
Well, two things happened on that play. Donovan McNabb made a nice block on Cedric Jones. The other thing is Sean Williams, the safety for the Giants, pulls up on this play. I think he may be hurt. There's the block by McNabb, and that's the key block that brings him to the corner. And then Williams, you see him right here? He's the guy, and he's hobbling around now.
On first down, McNabb takes off into Giants territory. Donovan McNabb gains 14 yards. He's the second leading rushing quarterback in the NFL.
And Kenny, in my opinion, Donovan McNabb, he is the quintessential new age quarterback. And I think he's the best of these guys. These guys are all outstanding at pulling the ball down and running. But McNabb, to me, is the best. And he also has the strongest and best arm.
3 wide receivers from the Giants 49. McNabb under pressure, and he is taken down. Mike Barrow with his second sack of the year, the first sack of the game for the Giants.
And this is an amazing effort by Mike Barrow. He comes on the blitz, and watch him right here. He's going to come on this blitz. He's going to get blocked. Watch the second effort by Barrow. He comes off of Runyon right there and makes this sack. Beautiful job by Barrow.
McNabb was sacked 3 times against the Giants week 2, all 3 sacks by linebackers. A loss of 4, setting up 2nd and 14. Off the play fake, McNabb again in trouble, dumps it off, but Autry could not hang on.
Hey, we talked about the Eagles defense being aggressive. Here's John Fox with a little aggressiveness of his own. He brings Sam Garnes, the safety, off the corner, and he comes almost untouched to knock McNabb. Okay, the Giants in their secondary are hampered a little bit. Jason Sehorn is out. He's hurt. He has been replaced by Emmanuel McDaniel. There's John Fox right there. And the Eagles wanted to try to test those cornerbacks. Andre Weathers comes in on the nickel. So far, they have not tested those guys.
Weathers in the game. On 3rd and 14, McNabb can't find anyone. Chased by Strahan. Now fires downfield. And Brian Mitchell at the Giants 41. Did he make the catch? If he did, he would still be 2 yards shy of the first down marker. And the officials say, yes, it is a catch. A gain of 12. But so the Eagles will punt because it's 4th down and 2.
It's still important for the Eagles as far as field position goes.
Yes. Both coaches told us yesterday field position would be huge, especially with the wind here at the Meadowlands. Sean Landeta knows about the wind. He punted for 9 seasons as a member of the New York Giants, and a fair catch by Tiki Barber at the 19-yard line. A 23-yard punt by Landeta. Giants will go back to work.
Today we're talking about desktops. This is the IBM NetVista X40. It's all in one. It takes up 75% less space than other desktops. It's got an Intel Pentium 3 processor. It's very cool. This is a desktop from another company. It's big, and it's big. If you want the NetVista, go to IBM.com and buy it direct. If you want the big one, go somewhere else, like a big store somewhere.
Fresh baked bread, a sandwich's best friend.
He's out there with Subway's 3 new gourmet breads, like Parmesan oregano and hearty Italian with cornmeal. Fresh baked breads with savory seasonings that are giving Subway sandwiches a delicious new taste. Subway, eat fresh.
They were a dream team, determined to go for the red. Now their only way out is sudden death. Come on! Red Planet, rated PG-13, starts Friday, November 10th.
I wish to build a new Texaco station here, near the city of Manaus.
How many cars pass by that site each day?
None.
Trucks?
None.
Buses?
None.
What do they drive on the roads down there?
Well, there are no roads.
Today, Texaco is serving the Amazon because we're always willing to consider a new idea and see if it floats.
Check it out, Joe. Back by popular demand. Check it out, Joe. Are they crazy? Once again. Kenny Albert, Jim Green back at the Meadowlands. 3:18 remaining first quarter. Giants leading the Eagles 7-0. Giants stopped on downs their first drive. Marched 74 yards for a touchdown on their second. Barber out to the 23-yard line, a gain of 4. Jeremiah Trotter made the tackle. Well, Fox Wednesday, Halloween is not over until the Simpsons say it is. Don't miss an all-new Simpsons Halloween special on a special night, Wednesday at 8, 7 Central, followed by the series premieres of Normal, Ohio, and The Street. That's the Simpsons Halloween special at 8, 7 Central, Fox Wednesday.
And Kenny, as I suspected, the Eagles have put Bobby Taylor back out on the field to replace Al Harris at that right cornerback position.
2nd and 6. Barber to the outside. Good second effort. Picks up the first down. A gain of 13 yards on the play.
You know, the last time these two teams played, the Giants offense, they really dominated the Eagles defense. And they really did it with these kinds of plays where they get the defense flowing one way. They give it a look like it's going to the right. And all of a sudden, Tiki Barber is cutting back to the left, and he really damaged these guys in game 1. There you see, that was the best offensive showing for the Giants so far this season.
And they controlled the ball for nearly 39 minutes. Ron Dayne on 1st and 10. Up to the 35-yard line, a gain of just 1. Paul Grasmanis in on the stop.
And that was a nice play, Kenny, by Corey Simon, the rookie first-round pick for the Eagles. And this guy has a great ability to move upfield. You see there, he gets a block down at the waist, he gets upfield, and makes this play right in the backfield. Simon really reminds me of Dana Stubblefield when Stubblefield was in San Francisco, really in his heyday. He's got that low center of gravity and great upfield presence.
On 2nd and 9, off the play fake, Collins incomplete. The pass was intended for the fullback, Greg Camella.
And that was just a miscue between Collins and Camella. Camella made a break to the outside, and Collins wanted him to come back to the inside.
So a 3rd and 9, Giants from their own 35-yard line, leading the Eagles 7-0. 3 wide receivers in the game. Jurevicius has joined Hilliard and Toomer. Out of the shotgun, Collins for Toomer. And he made the catch at the 47-yard line, a first down. The 3rd catch of the day for Amani Toomer, returning in a big way.
And this is why the Giants expect so much out of Amani Toomer. He has the kind of skills. He just beats Troy Vincent. He runs this out pattern here, and watch him. He gets Vincent starting upfield. He comes back, breaks to the outside, and picks this first down up.
They've already thrown 6 balls to Amani Toomer in the first quarter.
And he didn't start out that well, but in the last couple catches, he's made some big plays.
From the 47, Collins spins, and a penalty marker. Pass intended for Tiki Barber. It's a hold against the Giants.
Jim Fossil's offensive line has done a really good job this season of protecting Kerry Collins. Collins has only been sacked 10 times. And a lot of people didn't know what this offensive line was going to be like coming into this season. He had Glenn Parker coming in as a free agent, you saw there.
Holding 77 offense. 10-yard penalty. Repeat, first down.
Lomas Brown was a free agent. A lot of people said, well, you know, he's getting old. You know, how good is he going to be? And he's been outstanding. And Dusty Ziegler, a free agent. Luke Pettigrew right here, the right tackle, who, you know, was replaced last season even though he's a first-round pick, but he's had a really fine season. So this line has come together and done a nice job.
Pettigrew was called for the hold, setting the Giants back 10 yards, 1st and 20. And Barber is tackled at the 35-yard line by Mike Mamula, who did not start. He has a foot injury, but made the tackle on Tiki Barber as time winds down in this first quarter. Getting back to the Giants offensive line, Jim Fossil told us yesterday they've brought personality and leadership. A loss of 2 on the previous play. 2nd down and 22. And Collins will let the time wind down. And that is the end of the first quarter from the Meadowlands. A 1-yard touchdown run by the Heisman Trophy winner Ron Dayne. Giants lead the Eagles 7-0. Fox NFL Sunday will continue after these messages and a word from your local Fox station.
Dad, I missed the bus.
Really?
The 911 Carrera, what only a Porsche brings to driving.
Thanks, Dad. Dad.
You're watching the NFL on Fox.
Ambling in a midnight trance, George saw his old flame flow, whisked by in Mambo Don's fine red car. Adios, night owl friends, live it up in your crazy neon world.
Get 0 APR financing or a cash allowance on 2000 model year Dodge Neons.
Well, let's play bingo.
B10. I-28. G51. O70. And 32. Bingo.
Ally McBeal is back with the fall's biggest secret.
Well, I'm really a man.
An all-new Ally McBeal tomorrow on Fox.
7-0 lead for the New York Giants. Their offense played very well against the Eagles week 2, moving the ball today.
It looks much the same as it did in the first game against the Eagles. The Giants this time working that short passing game down the field in 2 nice drives. One was a score.
Nice catch by Ike Hilliard across the 40, wrapped up by Bobby Taylor, a gain of 8. But it will be 3rd and long, 3rd and 14 coming up.
But what you've got right now, the Eagles defense, they need to stop this. They need to stop this drive. And then their offense needs to hang on to the football. Because right now, the time of possession is really lopsided. The Giants have had it over 11 minutes to the Eagles 4. This is exactly what happened in game 1 with these two teams. And the Eagles defense wore down and they fell apart in the second half.
Giants had 3 big plays in that game. 3rd and 14 from the 43. Penalty markers.
Free play for Kerry Collins.
And the pass incomplete. It was looking for Ike Hilliard, but one of the Eagles jumped.
Well, when I say free play, Kerry Collins saw that flag. You can see that out of the corner of your eye. And because the play wasn't stopped, he knew it was against the Eagles and he could throw it downfield without a worry.
53, defense. 5-yard penalty, remains 3rd down.
Hugh Douglas a bit anxious, and right now for an NFL game break. Let's head to Los Angeles and James Brown.
Kenny and Tim, 2 of the game's best rushers at it, leading their teams. Charlie Garner, of course, for San Francisco with the score 7-0, but Marshall Faulk answers right back with the 1-yarder for the Rams, all tied in the first. Back to Kenny and Tim.
Rams coming off their loss to the Chiefs last week. Thanks, JB. 3rd and 9 for the Giants following the penalty. 4 flags.
And this time it's going to be against the Giants. and that's why they stopped the play. If it's an offensive...
False start, 76, offense. 5-yard penalty, remains third down.
So if it's a false start on the offense and it's on Lomas Brown, then the whistles blow. That's how, remember we talked before about Kerry Collins knew he had a free play because he knew if he threw an interception, it would come back. He could come back and take the penalty. He knew if he completed it downfield, they could decline the penalty and have a nice pass play downfield.
Hugh Douglas jumped 2 plays ago, and the man he is matched up with, Lomas Brown, on that last play, trying to gain the advantage against each other.
Well, that's a good battle.
So now the Giants back to a 3rd and 14. The play fake to Ron Dayne. Hugh Douglas takes down Collins. His league-leading 12th sack of the season.
Hugh Douglas has so much speed and so much strength and power that Lomas Brown just can't get his feet set. And this time he comes right through Campbell, Dan Campbell, the tight end. And that's an easy task for Hugh Douglas. It's hard enough for Brown to block him, but you put a tight end out there, a man this big and powerful, he's going to go right to the quarterback.
Douglas more than halfway to the NFL single-season record. Mark Gastineau of the Jets had 22 sacks in 1984. Douglas has 12. First punt of the day by Brad Maynard. And it takes a Giants roll. And Lyle West downs it at the 24, a penalty marker out near midfield. Now another flag. The official threw his hat because he had already used the flag. Ron Dixon was involved with the Eagles' Gerard Cherry, so the same official threw a flag and a hat. That's the umpire, Bob Wagner, without his hat. He threw a flag during the punt and then a hat during the extracurricular activity. And there's Giants rookie Ron Dixon, who was involved with special teams star Gerard Cherry of the Eagles after the punt. It's a face mask on Dixon. The original penalty, a hold on the Eagles. And then Dixon grabbed Cherry's face mask. The officials discussed the sequence of penalties. Both coaches awaiting the ruling. They changed the face mask. It's now against the Eagles. Cherry, not the Giants' Dixon. The original signal was face mask on the Giants. So both penalties against Philadelphia.
Well, here's a look at it. Dixon is what's called the gunner, and he's being pinched, a double team by Harris and Cherry.
Looked like Dixon grabbed Cherry's face mask initially. Here's Jeff Triplett.
Holding during the kick. 58. Receiving team. Penalty is declined.
Ike Reese.
Personal foul. Face mask. 25. Receiving team. That penalty is accepted. Half the distance. Automatic first down.
So Gerard Cherry called for the face mask, and this will pin the Eagles deep in their own territory.
Summer wind came blowing in from across the sea. Lingered there to touch your hair and walk.
The all-new Lexus LS 430. Imagine how you'll feel driving it.
We sang a song.
Now you can receive a short text message over the internet. Then send back an answer. Or simply type in one of your own. Introducing two-way internet messaging, only from Nextel.
Buy a Nextel internet-ready phone starting at $99.99 and get an identical phone free.
I wish I was home, homeward bound. Home, when my thoughts escaping, home, when my music's playing.
New MSN Explorer. Everything you need to feel at home on the web, all in one place.
Fox NFL Sunday is brought to you by Toyota. More choices, better selections. Experience Toyota today. By Nextel, how business gets done. By MSN, everything you need to feel at home on the web, all in one place. And by Energizer E-Squared, the battery with a heart of titanium.
The Eagles pin back at their own 12-yard line. Stanley Pritchett takes the handoff on first down and scampers out to the 17. Michael Strahan made the tackle after a gain of 5.
Well, that's the other battle on this field today on the line of scrimmage is Michael Strahan against Jon Runyan, the big right tackle for the Eagles. And in game 1, I think Strahan, a lot of people felt, played exceptionally well against Runyan.
Giants have controlled the football for over 12 minutes. Ryan Mitchell on the carry. Jesse Armstead, the Giants' other defensive Pro Bowler. Strahan and Armstead have both gone to the last 3, and Armstead made the stop.
And you can see the aggressiveness of these Giants linebackers right up here. Watch Jesse Armstead. Look at the penetration. He reads it, he sees it, and he's not only to the line of scrimmage, he's through it. And he's in the backfield, and Jesse Armstead is still making a lot of plays for this Giants defense.
He turned 30 years of age on Thursday. 3rd and 6. Incomplete. McNabb intended for Torrance Small. He dropped it, and the Eagles go 3 and out for the second time.
You know, Kenny, we talked about Amani Toomer for the Giants, the receiver needing to make a catch in a critical situation. Hey, it's 3rd down. The blitz is on. McNabb's under pressure, but Torrance Small's got to make this catch. I saw him in warm-ups tonight, dropping passes in warm-ups, and it's continued over into the game.
Giants should get good field position. Landeta back at his own 2-yard line. Tiki Barber back at the 42. Good kick by Landeta, and a 3-yard return by Tiki Barber. So the Giants, leading 7-0, will start from their own 45-yard line.
I told you this would work. Good call, Dave. Excellent venue. Who do you think's getting married anywhere?
Guys, someone's coming.
Hi.
How are you doing? Are you here with the bride or the groom?
The girl.
Bride. Nice to meet you.
Guys, I think they're on to us.
Hey, I think they're on to us.
Having one on the house? Grab a Miller Lite. It's Miller time. You think they're on to us?
That's good. Watch the truck there.
Thanks to its 32-valve I-Force V8 and single-piece frame rails with 9 cross members, the Toyota Tundra can carry up to 2,000 pounds of whatever.
Okay, she's loaded. Good. Now let's go back and build me some girlfriends.
The Toyota Tundra. Better from the ground up.
Step on it, Bob. Just because you're single doesn't mean I have to be.
That 70s Show Halloween special will scare you silly.
What? Are you in my bathroom?
All new at 8, 7 Central, Fox Tuesday.
That's really hot!
Next week, Fox NFL Sunday begins with JB, Terry, Howie, and Chris on America's favorite pregame show. Then the Giants look to keep pace in the NFC East as they take on the Browns. Some of you will see the Redskins and the Cardinals, plus other regional matchups, and all right here on Fox, beginning at noon Eastern, 9 Pacific, next Sunday. So check local listings. Giants start from their own 46-yard line. The pitch to Tiki Barber, and a nice defensive play by Bobby Taylor. Barber gains only 1 on first down, setting up 2nd and 9.
That's one of the things I really like about Bobby Taylor. He's a big cornerback. He's also very physical. So he'll play physical on a wide receiver. And then he has the ability in a run game to come off of the block and make a tackle like that.
Ron Dayne, the lone back. 2 tight ends of the game for the Giants. Off the play fake to Ron Dayne. Collins going deep for Amani Toomer, just out of his reach.
This is exactly what we talked about, Kenny, in the beginning of this game. And it's just a post route by Toomer. He comes down, he gets behind Brian Dawkins, and the timing between Toomer and Collins is about 18 inches away.
Now 3rd and 10. Giants leading 7-0 from the 46-yard line. Oh, what a hit! Ike Hilliard was clobbered by Mike Caldwell after Hilliard made the catch for a gain of 6. He held on, but is stopped 4 yards shy of the marker.
Boy, Ike Hilliard has had some trouble hanging on to the ball this season. I don't think anyone's going to doubt his hands after this play. Oh, man.
Mike hitting Ike. Your kids like Mike and Ike? Candy?
I think that's a New York City thing.
Guess so. Ike held on after the hit by Mike. And now Brad Maynard punting it away for the Giants. Ryan Mitchell lets it go. It bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So the Eagles take over on the 20-yard line.
Do you need a new car? Do you need to see the ocean? Is watching a sunset absolutely necessary? Avalon, the most spacious, most luxurious sedan we've ever created. Do you need a new car?
That bun, KFC is the one. Original recipe sandwich is the only one.
The only chicken sandwich to get a perfect 10 from the American Tasting Institute.
Oh, yum. How good is that?
Okay, 1, 2, 3, go!
E-Squared from Energizer. A whole new battery with a heart of titanium that lets you take power to the next level.
E-Squared. Damn bones, I can't leave them alone. Gotta live in herbs and spices, but the recipe's unknown. Love that delectable taste, that add a delighted moan. 10 pieces, $8.99, eat them wherever I roam. How good is that?
Halloween's not over till the Simpsons say so.
I knew you'd rescue us!
Rescue you, stuff myself with candy. It's all good. All new Simpsons Halloween special at 8, 7 Central, Fox Wednesday.
Well, the Eagles have run only 11 offensive plays. Donovan McNabb 2 for 5. On the other side, Kerry Collins, 10 of 14.
And the reason the Giants offense has had the success they've had getting the one touchdown and hanging on to the ball for so long is because of that passing game, the short passing game.
Eagles from the 20, and the pass is caught by Ant Lee, who was brought in to replace the injured Deuce Staley. Lee, who spent last year with the Super Bowl champion Rams, makes his first reception as an Eagle and gains 20 yards.
Yeah, that was just nice patience by Donovan McNabb. And what happened was his receivers stretched the secondary downfield, and his offensive line gave him enough time to hang on, let the secondary clear, and then the dump-off pass was there for a big play.
The pitch to Stanley Pritchett. Pritchett up to the 44-yard line. A gain of 4 yards on first down.
Boy, we talked about Michael Strahan, and you know, surprisingly, he was Andy Reid's focus. He said, we got to stop Strahan. So here's Strahan on the end. Watch Thomason come in and throw a block on him. I mean, that's pretty nice. That's nice strategy to try to neutralize the Giants, really their best defensive player.
3 wide receivers on 2nd and 6. Eagles keep it on the ground with Pritchett, and he was stuffed for a loss of a yard.
Well, you know, that was Keith Hamilton, and he had in the Giants' last game, he played against Larry Allen, who's a lot of people say is the best in the business. Watch him right here on Wellborn. I mean, he just drives him right into the backfield. That is being manhandled. And Keith Hamilton has that great upper body strength that enables him to do that.
Eagles have not converted a 3rd down opportunity today. 3rd and 7, and McNabb is taken down back at the 42-yard line by Jesse Armstead and Cornelius Griffin for a loss of a yard.
And again, Kenny, this is exactly what they were talking about in the pregame when they talked about the passing lanes. And a lane opens up right here in the middle, but watch Armstead and Griffin close it down immediately. So McNabb sees it, but then the Giants D takes it away.
Their second sack of the game, a high snap. Landeta gets the kick away. It's taken by Tiki Barber at the 23. Barber cutting it back. And Damon Moore makes the tackle back at the 18-yard line. So a loss of 6 on the return.
There's a little town where people work just once a week. And all the locals know your name.
Hey, Steve. Junior. The usual? You know it.
This town's called NFL.com, and you can be there with the new Smart Visa cards with remarkable chip technology. Because with Visa, you can buy anything from NFL.com, where they don't take American Express, not even Blue.
Applebee's introduces new fire-grilled fajitas from the heart of Texas to your table. Steak or chicken sizzling in a Tex-Mex marinade, served on a platter the size of Texas. New fire-grilled fajitas. It's a taste as American as Applebee's.
Both have the same 6-figure salaries and perks. So why does one look forward to early retirement while the other to the 15th and the 31st? Northwestern Mutual Financial Network. Are you there yet?
Oh yes, a brilliant move. Galvez scampering across the goal to stop it. They just couldn't seem to get enough players forward before. He's showing good fluid movement. The right, the left. This is another aggressive charge down the flank. He's timed his run to absolute perfection. 2 defenders to beat. He's passed one. This is looking like a chance as he takes the shot in.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8.
USA Today says Dark Angel will get your heart pumping and your blood racing.
Get off the bus!
An all-new Dark Angel.
What the hell is that?
It looked like a girl. At 9/8 Central Fox Tuesday.
Giants wide receiver Monty Toomer there on the sideline, replaced by rookie Ron Dixon. You see there, and when they bring Dixon in the game, they bring him in the game to go deep. He's got deep speed. Here he is right here.
Dixon and Duravicius, the wide receivers. Tiki Barber on the pitchback. Barber is out to the 24-yard line. A gain of 6 on first down.
You know, that was a nice run play for the Giants offense, but really the Eagles defense has done a nice job of containing the run game so far today. It's just a quick pitch. And a lot of times Kerry Collins will fake that pitch and then roll the bootleg. Again, it comes back to that misdirection of this offense.
Toomer and Hilliard check back in. 2nd and 4. Here comes the blitz. Collins gets the pass away. He was looking for Amani Toomer.
You know, Kenny, this is what I said about Bobby Taylor being physical. We saw him play physical in the run. Watch him here. Watch him just get a little bit of a pop right here on Amani Toomer. Right there. That's all you need. But a lot of cornerbacks are afraid to take that shot. But that shot knocks off the timing of this pass.
3rd and 4 for the Giants from the 24. Jurevicius, did he make the catch? No. So the Giants will punt it away.
Well, that one was really on Kerry Collins. He put that ball low and to the outside. See, Jurevicius has got to come back for it.
Brian Mitchell, who has returned a punt and a kickoff for a touchdown this year, awaiting Brad Maynard's punt. Good hang time. Mitchell moving to his right, fields it at the 29. Brian Mitchell across midfield, still on his feet, and the punter Maynard forces him out of bounds at the Giants 34. A 38-yard return by Brian Mitchell.
Well, that's the most offense we've seen from the Philadelphia Eagles so far today. Mitchell does a nice job. He sets it up and then he gets to his wall. Look at the blocking there, and then he accelerates through it. Jim Fossil yesterday talked to us about his special teams. He said that one of the things that he has been focused on is trying to get that unit to stop giving up big plays like this.
Brian Mitchell, who spent 10 years with the Redskins but was released this past offseason. They replaced him with Deion Sanders. And Mitchell's 38-yard return gives the Eagles their best field position of the game. From the Giants 34. McNabb off the play fake. Can't find anyone downfield. And is taken down. Christian Peter along with Keith Hamilton in on the stop.
Well, Donovan McNabb wanted to go deep to Charles Johnson, but Emmanuel McDaniel really had outstanding coverage on him. He stayed right over the top, and so McNabb had to hang on to that ball until the Giants D got to him. So nice coverage by McDaniel.
McDaniel started 2 games last year. His first start this year. Peter credited with a sack on the last play as McNabb's pass incomplete, intended for Todd Pinkston.
Well, the Eagles wanted to try to take advantage of the banged-up Giants secondary, but so far their wide receivers have not been able to do anything with that. And the Giants came in and they knew they were going to have to play a little bit of Ramus McDonald, who you saw, and Andre Weathers, you know, guys who haven't got a lot of experience in the NFL. But the Eagles receiver corps has not been able to win those battles.
Eagles receivers have no catches today. All 3 completions have gone to the backs. As a timeout was called by the Giants prior to the snap.
Timeout.
They only had 10 men on the field.
Their first charge timeout. It's a 30-second timeout.
So the Giants stopped the clock. They called timeout. We'll be right back.
Kick-a-muss.
Maximus Buttimus for PlayStation 2. EA Sports. It's in the game.
Rated E for everyone.
Giants leading the Eagles 7-0. 3rd and 10 for the Eagles from the Giants 34. McNabb looking downfield, looking for Nate Brown, and it's broken up by Sean Williams. Nate Brown was the intended receiver, but McNabb could not make the connection.
Boy, I know Donovan McNabb wanted to get it all on this play, but he had Chad Lewis open right down the middle of the field. Nate Brown does a nice job of getting behind Sean Williams, but this pass is underthrown. Look at Lewis right there, the tight end in the middle of the field.
It's a game of field position, and the Eagles will punt. Line of scrimmage, the Giants 34. It would be a 51-yard field goal attempt, but the Eagles will look to pin the Giants deep. Jason Bostic downfield along with Ike Reese, and it's Reese who pins the Giants inside the 2-yard line. A 31-yard punt. Terrific job on special teams. Well, the creator of Ally McBeal and The Practice invites you to meet the faculty of Boston Public, the series that USA Today calls the Monday Show to Watch. Catch an all-new episode tomorrow at 8/7 Central, followed by an all-new Ally McBeal Fox Monday.
Well, Kenny, if the Eagles are going to take advantage of what was a good punt by Landeta and an outstanding play by Reese, their defense now is going to have to come up with a big play. They've got to get it right back in their offense's hands.
Giants from the 3-yard line, penalty markers, as Ron Dayne took the handoff from Collins and gained 3 out to the 6.
Offside, defense, 59. 5-yard penalty, remains first down.
That's Mike Mamula.
Oh, yeah, I knew he would.
Who was actually in playing right end where Hugh Douglas normally plays.
Giants gain 5 yards on the penalty. 1st and 5 from the 8. And Collins' pass incomplete off the fingertips of the 2nd-year tight end Dan Campbell.
Well, this is a pretty aggressive play call for the New York Giants. I mean, they've got 1st down and 5. They're pinned down, so it's really should be an easy series for them. There's Sean Payton, the offensive coordinator. Should be an easy series. You've only got 5 yards for a 1st down. You've got the big offensive line that's playing well and a big strong back in Ron Dayne. But instead, they opt for the play-action pass.
Giants keep 2 tight ends in the game, Cross and Campbell. On 2nd and 5, the pitch back to Ron Dayne. Has the 1st down out to the 16-yard line. A gain of 8. Damon Moore, along with Carlos Emmons, made the tackle.
Well, I guess you don't have to do it on 1st down.
Just do it on 2nd.
Yeah, and what they do, look at the Giants. They build some pressure out here. They get 2 tight ends and their fullback, Greg Camella, out there in front of Dayne, and they just do a great job of blocking the smaller secondary guys of the Eagles to open this right up.
So the Giants, who started this drive on their own 3, now at the 17-yard line, leading 7-0. Collins, pump fake, pass. Hilliard caught it, then dropped it.
Well, I think more than really a drop, again, that looked like a good defensive play by Carlos Emmons on that. That's not easy for a linebacker to do. Emmons is a big, rangy guy, and hey, he can rush the passer. He rushes a lot on nickel. And he also showed right there outstanding pass coverage because he had to turn and cover a wide receiver, and he broke that pass up.
Giants have had 18 drops through last week's action, second most in the NFL. Dean barging up the middle. Picks up another first down for the Giants, a gain of 11.
Boy, they cleared the inside of that formation out, you know, like they had a vacuum cleaner. They opened it up, and there's Camelo with a block, and everything got blown out of there, including the umpire.
Bob Wagner went down.
I mean, everybody went down. That was a great surge by the offensive line and Ron Dayne.
From the 28, off the play fake, Collins to Barber. Tiki Barber all the way up to midfield. So on one play, Giants go with the Thunder and then come back with the Lightning.
And they give that look, too. They give that I formation look. So they've got the Eagles defense thinking, oh, here comes the run. They give the run action right up the middle, and then Barber sneaks out into the flat here, and he's wide open.
A 22-yard pickup. The Giants' pass distribution, 61 yards for the running backs. Collins airing it out, looking for Ron Dixon. But the pass sailed out of bounds. Troy Vincent on the coverage.
Well, remember I said when they bring Ron Dixon in, they bring him in for one reason, and that's to go deep. But Troy Vincent had great coverage on that. I think Kerry Collins, more than anything, just threw that thing away. Giants still trying to establish some kind of a deep passing threat. They've got the short passing game going, but they haven't put the ball deep yet.
Their longest pass play this season has been 40 yards. Second and 10 from midfield. Off the fake pitch, Collins then pitches back to Barber. And Barber is dragged down by Brian Dawkins after a gain of just 2.
Well, that was great reaction by Brian Dawkins. But you see what this kind of action does to the defense. Watch Hugh Douglas. Now you see this, and he comes upfield, and now there he goes. He reads it. He comes back to the inside, and he just misses Tiki Barber, but not Dawkins.
Gain of only 2 by Barber, setting up 3rd and 8 from the Eagles' 48. 4 wide receivers. Off the fake, the snap went to Barber. And he stopped for no gain.
Well, that was a great play by Paul Grosmanis. This is a direct snap to Tiki Barber. So you talk about misdirection. Watch Collins. This snap just goes right to Barber, and Collins tries to fake the defense out. Watch Grosmanis, though. He reaches out and actually strips the ball. And if he doesn't do it, you know, Tiki Barber could be going for a while. So he's fumbling it, but Grosmanis slaps it down.
Dusty Ziegler with the snap to the back. Tiki Barber. Ryan Mitchell returned the last punt, 38 yards. And this one is angled out of bounds. What a kick. What a kick by Brad Maynard. Out of bounds at the 4. 44-yard punt. After the Giants started from their own 3, now the Eagles start from the 4.
Yeah, in a game of field position, the Giants just picked up 93 yards. And I like the way Maynard just angles this thing, and he kicks a line drive and tucks it right in there. That's nice. Again, there's a pretty good wind out there. It's getting cold. We're supposed to get some snow moving in, according to our weather person on the pregame show. So both teams thinking about field position.
Jillian Barber predicting snow. McNabb from the 4 throwing downfield. Torrance Small, the intended receiver, Dave Thomas on the coverage with 2:07 remaining in this first half.
You know, you could tell from the way Dave Thomas covered Torrance Small that he's not afraid of him. Because, again, he's up there. The way Bobby Taylor was for the Eagles, Dave Thomas is up there. He's playing physical. He's a big-bodied guy, and he's not afraid. The teams are not afraid, defenses, of the Eagles' deep downfield speed in the passing game.
Wide receivers, no catches today for the Eagles. On second down, McNabb pump fakes and then throws it out of bounds.
That's just, I mean, there is no synchronization right now between Donovan McNabb and his receivers. You know, and here you've got Charles Johnson, who's their #1 wide receiver, and he's playing against the rookie, Andre Weathers. There, McNabb takes a shot in the backfield. You know, McNabb figured he's going to pump fake, and Johnson is going to use that to run by an inexperienced cornerback. And he didn't.
3rd and 10.
See, now McNabb read the blitz, and the Giants changed the defense.
This time intended for the tight end, Luther Broughton. So the Giants stop the Eagles. They go 3 and out once again. We hit the 2-minute warning. Eagles will punt when we come back.
Fox NFL Sunday is brought to you by Charlie's Angels, a new film from Columbia Pictures. Opens everywhere November 3rd.
This Friday, the Angels arrive. Critics are blown away. It's a high-octane rock'em sock'em good time. A total blast. Charlie's Angels, rated PG-13, opens Friday.
Taco Bell's Baja Chalupa, zesty pepper jack sauce and fiesta salsa with a 3-cheese blend. All wrapped in a crispy, tasty shell. It's enough to make you want to shout.
My chalupa!
One of 4 great flavors, now 99 cents each.
Welcome.
Nice place. Is that Evander Holyfield?
Pardon? It's kind of a funny story. Lassie saved my life, so...
And there's you and Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah, she's great. What a cook.
Wish you could add a little something to your photographs? Buy a Gateway Select 950 PC and get a free color printer and a JamCam digital camera. Call 1-800-GATEWAY, featuring the AMD Athlon processor.
Nuts?
Giants defense creating confusion. Watch Sam Garnes, the safety. He comes up, shows the blitz. When McNabb changed the play, the safeties both drop back off into coverage. And the Giants get the ball back.
This will be punt number 6 of this first half by Landeta. Deep in the end zone. Tiki Barber waiting at midfield. End over end kick. And it rolls out of bounds at the Eagles 47. A 43-yard punt and a penalty flag. After the punt, George Williams of the Giants and Barry Gardner of the Eagles pushing and shoving with each other.
Kenny, time of possession right now is 2-1 in favor of the Giants.
Second personal foul of this first half against the Eagles.
Now a good field position for the Giants offense just got a whole heck of a lot better. You know, Andy Reid's defense cannot continue to hold up under the stress of being out there twice as long as the Giants defense, and now with bad field position on top of that. Eagles offense has looked absolutely abominable so far today. A lot of drop passes, a lot of miscommunication, bad routes.
5 drops, only 3 completions for McNabb. Only 70 yards in total offense for Andy Reid's Eagles. They've allowed 178, yet the Giants lead by only 7.
After the ball is out of bounds, personal foul, 58. Kicking team, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Mike Reese. And the Giants will start from the Eagles 32. A minute 50 remaining in this second quarter. Coming up on the Visa halftime report, JB, Terry, Howie, and Chris with scores and highlights from around the National Football League. And our Fox Sports ticker will have up to the second stats. Guys are with us today.
Hey, if they're not with us in person, at least they're with us in image and spirit.
Where's Jillian and Jimmy Kimmel? I guess they're only on the pregame.
No, absolutely.
From the 32. Collins, pump fake, looking end zone. And the pass overthrown, nearly intercepted by Troy Vincent. Ike Hilliard was the intended receiver.
Well, once again, Kenny, the Giants trying to establish that deep passing game. We'll take a look at the pass protection that they give Kerry Collins. It's pretty good.
Giants have all 3 timeouts. 7-point lead. Late second quarter. Tiki Barber cutting outside. Barber out of bounds at the 27. A gain of 5 yards.
Kenny, remember in the first game, the thing was pretty close coming into halftime. Then all of a sudden, the Giants' offense exploded in the 2-minute. And really, I think, set the tempo for the second half where it was all Giants. They just dominated. So the Eagles defense was able to hang in for most of the first half of that game. Then the Giants just started to open it up right around this time of the game.
Yeah, the Giants led only 6-3 late in the first half until they exploded for some big plays. 3rd down and 5. Collins' pass is caught by Toomer. Touchdown, Amani Toomer.
We said the Giants needed to get that big pass play to reach the next level. The line gave Collins the time against the full blitz, and Amani Toomer ran right through Troy Vincent for the touchdown.
In that initial meeting, it was Amani Toomer whose touchdown reception from Collins broke open a 6-3 game. Giants went on to win, and here today it's Toomer again to extend New York's lead.
Sit down and listen to your inner voice.
My inner voice says honor my inner child.
Mine says love everyone.
My inner voice says I like a Wendy's bacon mushroom melt. David, you need to go deeper. Oh, okay. With biggie fries and a drink?
Wait, my voice is saying that too.
So's mine.
When you're hungry, Wendy's bacon mushroom melt with 3 strips of bacon and mushrooms in a cheddar cheese sauce is like a voice that can't be denied. When you gotta have one, you gotta have one.
Boy, talk about inner peace.
27-yard touchdown pass from Kerry Collins to Amani Toomer, extending the Giants' lead.
Well, Kenny, have to watch the offensive line. The Eagles come with an all-out blitz. Look at that. And look at the protection Collins has. It's just enough, and he delivers that ball perfectly. And now watch Amani Toomer run right through Troy Vincent. Watch it right there. That's the kind of big play that Toomer is capable of. It's the kind of play he gave them in game 1. And all of a sudden, Amani Toomer is back.
His second touchdown of the season, both against the Eagles. Both came late in the first half.
You have to remember, I mean, in the Giants' most recent game against the Cowboys, Toomer was put down on the bench for Joe Jaravicius. Jim Fossil gave him a wake-up call, and he woke up.
Here's Brian Mitchell on the return. Out to the 37. Jim Fossil told Toomer during the week, we've thrown more balls to you than anybody else. And Toomer today has seen 9 balls come his way. He's caught 4, drew a penalty on 1 other, and has the second Giants touchdown of the game.
You know, I mean, Howie Long was talking about the same thing in the pregame show about the Rams, because Kevin Carter, the Rams Pro Bowl defensive end, was benched, and he said, you know, sometimes you have to shock a player, but that's what Jim Fossil did with Amani Toomer. He shocked him, and Toomer really responded. He stepped up and did what he had to do.
Eagles have 2 timeouts. Pass is caught by Pritchett. That breaks a string of 5 consecutive incompletions for McNabb. Pritchett gains 8, gets out of bounds, stops the clock with 1:17 remaining in the half.
Well, Kenny, we talked about how anemic this Eagles offense has been. They've had to punt on every possession so far.
6 possessions, 6 Landeta punts.
Timeout. Giants.
And they've gone 3 and out 4 times.
Okay, 30-second timeout.
Giants call timeout. They have 2 remaining, leading 14-0.
Your business depends on inventory that arrives right on time. Too early, it costs you money. Too late, it costs you customers. You can use the internet to make sure your inventory arrives exactly when you need it, and each customer gets their order exactly when they want it. Discover all that's possible on the internet. Cisco Systems, empowering the internet generation.
3 wide receivers for the Eagles on 2nd and 2. McNabb to Pritchett for a first down. Jesse Armstead made the stop.
And Kenny, we talked about the possessions the Eagles had, and this is, I mean, they're reduced to this. They're in 2 minutes, and Donovan McNabb has had to throw 2 passes to a running back.
McNabb looking downfield, can't find anyone. Instead, hits Pritchett again for the 3rd straight play. Down to the Giants 37. Another first down. A gain of 14. Eagles use their first timeout with 45 seconds remaining. In the 2nd quarter, it's the Giants 14, the Eagles nothing.
This is Cedric. Let's pretend he represents digital photos you took at a medieval fair. Nifty! Oh my! A hacker destroyed Cedric. Bye-bye, Cedric. Wait, it's a backup copy of Cedric you saved on an iOmega zip disk. Cedric is back. Take that, you hacker. Zip it. Zip it.
1st and 10 Eagles from the Giants 37. All 6 of McNabb's completions today have gone to the running backs. 3 wide receivers in the game. The handoff to Pritchett. They look to fool the Giants, and he gains just 1.
I mean, that is a statement on the level of confidence the Eagles have in their wide receivers.
Down to 30 seconds, and Charles Johnson went offside.
I mean, this has really been an ugly performance.
Prior to the snap, false start, 81 offense. 5-yard penalty, remains 2nd down. Inside of 1 minute.
Charles Johnson right here.
Clock running, and a false start by the offense requires a 10-second runoff. Please reset the game clock to 18 seconds.
The game clock reset to 18 seconds of false start. And the final minute.
Just keep your eye on me.
Now 2nd and 14 from the 41. Now the umpire, Bob Wagner, took a spill prior to the snap. McNabb takes off and is tackled at the 31-yard line, calls timeout. Jesse Armstead made the stop with 8 seconds remaining in the first half.
Well, the tough thing for the Eagles right now is that they would be kicking into the wind and on a field goal attempt. There's Bob Wagner, just dropped out of the picture. Did a nice job of getting back to his feet.
Bob's gone down twice today. I mentioned the Eagles would be kicking into the wind. Earlier they had the ball on the Giants 34 earlier this quarter, elected to punt, not attempt a long field goal. Although David Akers is a long distance specialist, and now the Eagles send out the field goal unit. Akers' career long is 53. This will be a 48-yard attempt. He's made 13 in a row. And now the Giants call timeout.
Timeout. Giants.
I'm sure the Giants, Kenny, want to be ready for a possible fake. You have to remember that Andy Reid has done some trickery so far this season. They already had one fake field goal that was successful for them. They had an onside kick, the first kickoff of the game in their opener against Dallas. And that's exactly what Jim Fossil is telling his guys. That's why they called the timeout.
Two weeks ago against the Arizona Cardinals, the holder Coy Detmer with the over-the-shoulder flip to the kicker David Akers for the first down.
You can see the Giants, they've got 3 guys back here playing pass coverage instead of rushing the kick.
And Akers goes wide right, so his streak has come to an end. He hit a team record 13 consecutive field goals. His last attempt last year, his first 12 this season. And Akers misses from 48.
Well, I think Akers did the right thing. He had a low trajectory on this ball because the wind really is stiff and in his face. So he kicked a low line drive. And whenever you lower the kick trajectory like that, you usually lose some of your accuracy. It's like trying to get on the green with a 3-iron instead of the wedge that lifts that thing up in the air. Not that I know that much about the game of golf, but
I was about to say. The Giants run out the clock. That's the end of the first half, with the Giants leading the Eagles 14-0. The Visa halftime report is next after this message and a word from your local Fox station.
Next Sunday, the best is back. The best night of television explodes in your living room. Fox season premiere Sunday with The Simpsons starring The Who.
How you doing out there? It's a little chilly.
The Emmy-winning Malcolm in the Middle.
I see some hungry seals.
Plus, the search for Mulder begins on The X-Files. It all starts with Futurama and King of the Hill next Sunday at 7, 6 Central on Fox.
Don T and Billy B. Sports Sunday, tonight on the Fox 10 o'clock news.
Check it out.
The next generation Chrysler Town and Country.
You do that?
I thought you did. Let's get out of here.
With power sliding doors and liftgate with an obstacle detection system, Chrysler Town & Country is the best minivan ever.
There's another internet out there. A whole new experience powered by your cable. Faster than 56K. Faster than DSL. And you could be up and running today with a free at-home quick start kit from Comcast. So call 1-888-950-HOME for your free kit, plus 1 free month of Comcast at Home. Or check out Comcast at Home at Comcast.com. Welcome to the cable-powered internet, the internet you always imagined.
We love to see you smile.
At McDonald's, we know you like to get your money's worth. We're down with that. That's why we have serious values every day.
Right now, try the Daily Double Sandwich. It's big and satisfying. 2 beef patties, cheese, lettuce, tomato, and mayo for just $1.29. And for breakfast, try our delicious ham, egg, and cheese bagel sandwich, also just $1.29.
You know where to find a good deal.
We love to see you smile.
Serious values for just $1.29 each.
Introducing the Acura MDX, taking the SUV to a place it's never been before.
The Visa Halftime Report is brought to you by Visa. It's everywhere NFL fans want to be.
And welcome to the Visa Halftime. Those of you watching Philadelphia and the Giants control the ball for over 19 minutes in the first half and lead it by the score of 14-0 at the half. All right, Jaguars and Cowboys. Troy Aikman left the game, lower back pain. Tight end Kyle Brady, big half.
All right, Cardinal interim head coach Dave McGinnis ready for his first game as the head coach. But first, Jeff Blake, play action, Lamont Hall on the receiving end, a 1-yard touchdown, Saints up by 7. Play action, Plummer out. Terry Hardy, 3-yard touchdown score. We're tied at 7-all, and then the Cardinals take the lead 10-7 at the half.
In San Francisco,
Jeff Garcia, blitz, is it blitz? Motion. No, here they come, delayed, quick post. Nobody's over there. I know how this happens, and Terrell Owens off and running. 53-yard touchdown, 14-17, 49ers over the Rams.
Elvis Grbac, 228 yards, 3 touches, and a pick, but the Chiefs on top, 21-10 in the second.
Oh, sorry, JB. Sean King, 4 touchdown passes on the day. Boy, do you have a good day. Got it started right off the bat by hitting Keyshawn Johnson in the flat off of motion. He breaks Chris Dishman's tackle, 9-yard touchdown. Up goes Tampa Bay. Watch this one-handed grab. I mean, this is unbelievable. If the pass had not been perfect, I don't know that this would have happened. But, man, Moss's 8th touchdown reception on the year. It's 14-10, Tampa Bay. Caught by the back, picked off by Derek Brooks. 34 yards later, yes, sir, touchdown, 28-10. It is Tampa Bay over Minnesota. And the previously undefeated Vikings fall to the Tampa Bay Bucks, 41-13. Manning back, Marvin Harrison, fade route, 3-yard touchdown. Harrison's 40th of his career, 14-0. Colts back, Manning pump, hits Ken Dilger, touchdown, 12 yards. Dilger, 23-0. Badge back, Herman Moore, crossing route, 5-yard touchdown, 23-18. Badge back, fired, interception. Oh my God, look out, Johnny Morton. Picked off by David Macklin of Penn State, the rookie, 30-18. Colts win a great game.
Nice euphonic ring.
Thank you very much. Euphonics is big in my family. Don Shula. He's looking at the scoreboard somewhere else, but man, don't see language. What are y'all laughing at? 7-yard touchdown scamper. Green Bay off and running. Dave Wanstead said I played against Fire 12 times. I've only beat him once. Lamar Smith said, we'll take care of him, coach. 4-yard handoff, 21-17, Miami. And then Jeff Ogden wanted to go to Louisiana Tech. Couldn't get in. Anyway, takes this punt. Goes down the right sideline, Howie. I'm sure he went to Villanova 81 yards later. Touchdown, 28-20.
What makes you say that?
Miami over the Pack. I'm losing my win. All right, I'm loading up again, though. Vinny Testaverde had a big Monday night. Fourth quarter was incredible. This pass intended for Wayne Corbett. Over his head, Henry Jones says, thank you very much. He takes it 45-yard touchdown. Buffalo 17-7. Corbett up. Blitz. Throws his hand up. Nobody in the center of the field. He goes there. Touchdown. We're tied up. Steve Christie, 34-yard field goal. There you go. Tell them about it, Doug Flutie. 23-20. Bills take care of the Jets. Nice job, Terry. Thank you very much.
Steelers haven't allowed a touchdown in 4 straight games. They went it over the Ravens.
You do these
9-6. Corey Dillon with 137 yards and a touch as the Bengals win it. And we move along at Carolina. Loses to Atlanta, 13-12. Jamal Anderson, 90 yards. Euphonics so big in my face.
that hooked on euphonics really works, doesn't it?
Go ahead, Chris.
I'm trying to do the highlights. I got one breath of air, and you guys are laughing at me.
Donovan McNabb.
I'm sensitive right now.
The last 5 games, 8 touchdown passes, completing 63% of his passes. But in this game, even without Jason Sehorn, cannot get it done. Really missing Deuce Staley right now.
Well, you know, in going up to Philadelphia a few weeks ago, the thing they pointed to, and they kept referring to the New York Giant game earlier in the year, coming off that Dallas win, and you would think there would be a lot of bad blood, and they would be playing inspired football. In particular on defense, they run a multiple blitz package, and the New York Giants, if they are anything, they have great experience in the offensive line, and they have the ability to pick up the blitz. You got enough hot air in you. If we put a basket under you, we could just sell rides.
Oh, just go get smooth somewhere else. I'm going to make you do these highlights one time.
Philadelphia, New York Giants. Second half coming up as the Visa halftime continues euphonically after this.
I don't even want to go there.
Visa is proud to celebrate the fans this season. Visa, it's everywhere NFL fans want to be. Comes to Fox.
Critics are raving about the newest Fox hit series, Boston Public. The New York Daily News declares it's the best new show of the season.
You must harness your bosoms in order to squash the discrimination by the male gonads.
It's as inspired as The West Wing and as fast-moving as ER. Give David E. Kelly an A+.
I was extorted into giving him the D.
Extorted? By who?
By Dana Poole.
How can she extort you? You slept with this girl?
Boston Public. All new at 8/7 Central tomorrow on Fox.
This is Troy Aikman. He donates his time to the United Way by spending time with kids in his community. He takes volunteering seriously.
So far, this has been unacceptable. All right, we're going to go I-right jet, scat right, 068 F-hook swing. All right? So everybody got that?
All right, I'll tell you what we're going to do then. Everybody's going to go along, all right? Except you, Julio. You're blocking.
Very seriously.
Come on, let's quit goofing off. We haven't got to play right all day.
New York Giants 14, Philadelphia Eagles nothing at halftime. We'll return for the second half after these messages from your local Fox station.
You're watching the NFL on Fox.
Judge Judy, now weeknights at 5 and 6 on Fox.
For those who are retired or near retirement, there will be no changes at all to your Social Security.
My name is Bob Ball. I was Social Security Commissioner under 3 presidents, 2 Democrats and a Republican. I've looked at Governor Bush's plan. He takes $1 trillion out of Social Security for savings accounts. But Social Security is counting on that money to pay benefits. His plan simply doesn't add up and would undermine Social Security.
Oh, my. Wow.
I didn't think 2 people could do that. Huh.
Dude, great picks.
More amazing than the places you'll go in a Jeep Wrangler are the things you'll do with a Jeep Wrangler. Now under $15,500. See your Key States Jeep dealer.
Where does Bob Frank stand on the issues that matter most to us? He supports dredging the Delaware River around Camden and Philadelphia, a project that will pollute the river and contaminate New Jersey's groundwater. He voted to freeze funding for the Superfund, putting at risk the cleanup of 11 toxic waste Superfund sites in South Jersey alone. He voted to make 80% of our wetlands available to developers. Bob Franks, a voting record that puts our families at risk.
Tara, come on, pick up the phone. Wow, I'm in trouble.
Here's a cool new offer from a cool new company. Now Verizon residential customers get free internet access at home or on their wireless phones through Memorial Day 2001 when they sign up for a new annual contract on select digital wireless plans. Verizon gives you access to the internet from wherever and whenever you want. Call Verizon and consider it done.
Everybody up, everybody up, everybody up. We gotta focus. We gotta have it. Let's go. Let's go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Let's ride. 2, 3. Let's go. Let's go. Let's ride. Gotta have it.
What?
2, 3. Let's go. Let's go. Let's ride. Gotta have it.
What do you think?
NFL Under the Helmet, Saturdays at noon Eastern on Fox. Check local listings.
Giants leading the Eagles at halftime, 14-0, as we welcome you back, Kenny Albert, along with Tim Green. Eagles, no points in the first half, no completions to the wide receivers.
Yeah, I mean, the Eagles' offense is looking anemic, and then on the other side of the football, the Giants' offense is doing exactly what they wanted to do. They've got a nice balance. Tiki Barber's got almost 100 total yards, and then Amani Toomer came up with those big plays that we said he needed to come up with in this football game. You see him here, he breaks a tackle, he picks up a first down. And then later in the game, he makes this nice catch on an out cut. And then finally, Kerry Collins is under the blitz. Toomer runs the slant, runs through the coverage for a touchdown. He has 4 catches right now already for 58 yards and 1 touchdown.
Our Don Tollefson spoke moments ago with Giants head coach Jim Fussell.
Coach, you said you expected more out of Amani Toomer. You definitely got that from him in the first half.
Well, yeah, it was good to see him make a couple plays like that. He started the game a little rough, dropped some balls, but he came back, and I told him we're going to keep coming back to him.
On the touchdown, he had a great play, but also Kerry picks up the blitz and blitz protection.
Well, it was good recognition by both of them because they came after us on an overload, and he goes to Amani real quickly on that, and he broke the tackle and went on.
Thanks a lot. Good luck in the second half, Coach. Back upstairs, Giants leading 14-0.
Thanks very much, Don. Brian Mitchell from the 5-yard line takes the second half kickoff across the 30 to the 34. Dave Thomas forced him out of bounds. So the Eagles with good field position to start the second half.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what the Eagles are going to try to do offensively. If they're going to try to go with their ground game and start this game from scratch, or if they're going to continue to try to go to the passing game and maybe Andy Reid challenged his wide receivers at halftime and said, you guys either going to have to get open or we're not going to win this game.
6 of 14, McNabb's numbers, all 6 completions to the running backs. And McNabb's pass broken up, nearly picked off by Jesse Armstead. As we take a look at the first half numbers.
And one of the most telling things right here, and JB even talked about it during halftime, is look at the time of possession the Giants have had the football as compared to the Eagles. And so you know that the Eagles defensively are tired, they're worn down, and if their offense, Philly's offense, can't get something going soon, look out for a collapse.
Eagles more penalties than first downs. Only 5 first downs in the game. Stanley Pritchett gains just 1 on the 2nd and 10 carry. Cedric Jones made the stop.
Well, that was nice defense, and what you're seeing here is such aggressiveness by the Giants front 7, because they really don't have to worry. As you see the safeties come up in there, they're not worried about the pass. Now, that was Sean Williams who came up and made that hit.
Eagles 0 for 6 on 3rd downs in today's game. And McNabb's pass caught by Nay Brown. It's the first 3rd down conversion and the first catch by an Eagles wide receiver.
Well, it was nice protection by the Eagles line. Giants came with the heat. It's just an out cut here by Nay Brown. And he's got Ramos McDonald covering him. And there's a lot of cushion, a lot of space. And finally, an Eagles receiver comes up with a play.
5th reception of the year for Brown in his 2nd year out of North Carolina. Only the 6th Eagles first down. From their own 48. Off the fingertips of the intended receiver, the tight end Chad Lewis.
Kenny, Chad Lewis has not been as involved in the Eagles offense as you would normally think. and you see those first 7 possessions, it was a lot of ugly. And as you said, 4 of them right here, here, and here were 3 and out. That gives your defense no time to catch their breath.
A busy first half for the punter, Sean Landeta. A diving catch. And he stayed in bounds. Charles Johnson with his first catch of the day. And the line judge, Bruce Moore, said that he did, in fact, get both feet down.
Well, this is the same play that we saw Nate Brown run. It's just an outcut. There's the catch. No, I think that's something that the Giants are going to want to challenge.
Did he get his knee down?
If he got his knee down, then 1 knee equals 2 feet. John Madden wrote a book all about that.
1 knee does equal 2 feet, and Jim Fassel is 0 for 7.
0 for 7
during
on his challenges. Yeah.
His coaching career on challenges. We spoke about it with him yesterday. He says, I was a proponent of replay, and I still am.
The Giants has challenged the ruling on the field. It is a completion out of bounds at the sideline.
Fassel was 0 for 2 in the last game against Dallas, although in one instant the officials ran out of time. They could not make the call within 90 seconds. 1 knee does equal 2 feet. Let's see if Johnson
gets the
knee down. No, it looks like the arm came down first.
His
out
elbow
of bounds.
came first. This is going to come back.
Jim Fassel may win his first.
Yeah, he's going to win this one. But the result, what this play tells us, Kenny, is that Andy Reid at halftime did exactly what I said. He challenged his wide receivers and said, we're not going to give up on our game plan. We are going to go after these Giants cornerbacks. We're going to force them to play some too deep coverage to give those guys some help and open up the run game. And we're not going to quit on you guys.
So the Giants challenging the call. There must be indisputable visual evidence that Johnson's elbow came down before the knee. Fassel challenging the call. Through the first 8 weeks in the NFL, 39 of 104 total reviews, so just under 40% have been reversed. But Fassel, in his 4-year coaching career, 0 for 7. Although replay came in 2 years ago. Jeff Triplett checking things out. Charles Johnson, the diving catch. If it is ruled a catch, the Eagles will have 1st and 10 on the Giants' 42. Or I should say 3rd and 10 on the Giants.
If it's ruled not a catch,
it's ruled not a catch. If it's a catch, 1st and 10 on the 42. If it's not a catch, 3rd and 1 back on their own 48. So a difference of 10 yards.
Well, I think even if it is a catch, it still may be 3rd down. I don't know if he got quite to the 1st down marker.
So we await Jeff Triplett's decision.
That seems pretty indisputable to me. I don't understand the amount of time it's taking.
Both head coaches await the decision by Triplett.
After reviewing the play, the receiver's feet were off the ground when he caught the ball. The first thing that hit the ground was his elbow out of bounds. Therefore, it's an incomplete pass. 4th down, the previous spot. New York Giants are not charged with a timeout.
Jim Fassel pretty happy for getting off the snide with the replays.
Accepting the congratulatory handshakes on the sideline.
So now he can stop worrying about it. Well, if the Giants cornerbacks are going to give the receivers that much cushion, they're just going to go right back to that same play. No cushion this time, though.
3rd and 10 from the Eagles' 48. McNabb over the middle, incomplete. He was looking for the tight end, Chad Lewis. Mike Barrow on the coverage.
Giants defense kept that outcut from happening by coming up, pressing the wide receivers and playing too deep with their safeties.
Landetta's 7th punt. And a fair catch called for by Tiki Barber. 42-yard punt by Landetta.
Free to move about the country.
Psst, vote for me. My dad was president. I even look like my dad.
Big deal. My dad was a senator. Yep.
We have the same shoe size.
Yeah, well, I invented the internet. Lots of other stuff, too.
Once my mom thought I was my dad.
Space shuttle. That was mine.
On the phone, people think I'm my dad.
Guess me. I'm on TV.
We have the same name. My dad and I, that is.
Not going anywhere for a while? Grab a Snickers. Peanuts, caramel, and chocolate. That ought to hold you.
My dad and I wear the same pants.
I invented pants.
Hungry? Grab a Snickers.
Introducing the all-new Silverado Heavy Duty. The most powerful heavy-duty pickup you can get. Silverado Heavy Duty. More truck from Chevy.
Access NFL.com to vote for your favorite NFL All-Stars. The Pro Bowl ballot is online exclusively at NFL.com.
Fox NFL Sunday is brought to you by Chevy Trucks, the most dependable, longest-lasting trucks on the road.
Some precipitation here at Giants Stadium. Jillian Barbery was right on. Giants from their own 10-yard line, leading the Eagles 14-0. Early 3rd quarter. Out across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Tiki Barber, a gain of 7.
And now with a 14-0 lead and the wind, and now it's starting to snow, the Giants really can rely on that thunder and lightning. They can start to run the football.
Thunder, lightning, and now snow.
Did you ever see a thunderstorm in the snow? It happens.
Not recently.
It happens.
We have a lightning storm in the snow today with Tiki Barber. 3rd down and 3. Now they go to the Thunder. Ron Dayne in the snow. Up to the 30. A gain of 13 yards on the carry by Ron Dayne.
Boy, you got to love the size of this guy and the nimbleness of his feet. Watch him come right up the gut, right up the center of the formation, and watch his feet. Watch him. Tap dance, toe dance, right through the defense.
Well, he grew up outside Philadelphia, but he idolized another pretty big guy, John Riggins. First down from the 30. Off the play fake. Collins dumps it off to Dayne. Good second effort for another Giants first down. He broke the tackle and picks up 12 more yards.
Nice footwork again by the big back. Now he's out there in open space, and he's got Troy Vincent coming up, so you expect him, he's just going to lower his shoulder and blow Vincent up. But instead, watch this. He puts a little shake, sidesteps him, and runs through him.
37 combined yards and a touchdown for Dane. Dane again, this time cut down 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage by the strong safety Damon Moore.
Well, it's exactly what the Eagles defense has got to do, because the Giants are coming out. They're starting to play, not now, but on that play with 2 tight ends and 2 backs, and they're just started to hammer until Damon Moore came up in the safety, built that 8-man front, and shut down the run game.
Loss of 2, now 2nd and 12. Giants leading 14-0. Ron Dayne, a touchdown run. Amani Toomer, a touchdown catch late in the 2nd quarter. Collins under pressure, taken down. Troy Vincent back at the 35-yard line. His first sack of the season.
Well, Jim Johnson, the defensive coordinator for the Eagles, is doing absolutely everything he can to regain some momentum. Vincent comes from the far side of the field. It's a cornerback blitz. Watch him come in here, and then he chases Kerry Collins down from behind. There's the blitz. There's the rundown.
Vincent's 3rd career sack in 9 seasons. There's defensive coordinator Jim Johnson. Penalty markers on 3rd and 17.
Both start. 84 offense. 5-yard penalty. Remains 3rd down.
Joe Juravicius called for the false start, forcing the Giants back 5 more yards.
I think Juravicius was upset because he's thinking he's got at least a second to get himself reset.
3rd down and 22. Collins can't find anyone. And he throws it away.
Boy, that's nice pressure by only 3 linemen for the Philadelphia Eagles. And when you only rush 3, it enables you to play some pretty nice thick zone coverage downfield. So you see Juravicius, he's got a guy over the top and a guy underneath. And then Ron Dixon, he's got guys all over the place in a thick zone.
Brad Maynard punting to Brian Mitchell. His last return was 37 yards. And he brings this one back 13. Greg Camilla made the tackle.
Introducing the all-new Chevy Tahoe. Now offering a 3rd row of seats that's light and easier to handle than anything else out there. It's nowhere near anything. The new Chevy Tahoe, like a rock.
Reporting for diving school. Beware what you wish for.
He had the will to succeed.
You're the one they talk about.
The courage to endure.
Some things don't mix, do they?
But one man would challenge him.
What did he say to you to make you try so hard? Be the best.
To defy the system.
Well, you are, but he ain't gonna let you pass.
Don't bring him up till he stops moving.
You're in trouble.
Why do you want this so bad?
Because they said I couldn't have it.
Men of Honor. Rated R. November 10th, only in theaters.
Our flight's delayed.
Oh, come on. Collect. Yo, hey, kid. Dial 1-800-COLLECT and you'll save Mom at least $1 or $2.
Save $1 or $2?
Oh, she'll love that. Only if she likes saving money. Don't forget.
Forget? For a collect call, dial 1-800-COLLECT.
I have 5 words for you.
You're cute. You're coming with us.
What's going on? Whoa. Wow. Let's ride. 1-800-COLLECT. Save $1 or $2.
This telecast is copyrighted by the NFL for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or of any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the NFL's consent is prohibited.
With his last punt return just prior to the commercial, Brian Mitchell has broken David Meggett's record. Meggett, the longtime Giant. Mitchell now the NFL's all-time leader in career punt return yardage. One of the best return men of all time. And his 12-yard return sets up 1st and 10 for the Eagles from the 38. And that's the first catch of the day by Torrance Small. Gain of 7 yards. So the Eagles, who had no pass receptions by a wide receiver in the first half, have gone to the receivers extensively here in the third quarter.
Well, we're starting to see a little bit of rhythm between McNabb and his receivers. We're starting to see them make some plays, make some catches. And I think this whole thing was set up by a very nice series from the Eagles defense.
Now the Giants defense looks to stop the Eagles on 2nd and 3. And that ball nearly picked off by Emmanuel McDaniel as we send it to the Fox Network Center. JB, take it away.
All right, Kenny, take a look at what's happening in Arizona. Plummer back to pass. He throws it tipped by Keith Mitchell, hauls it in at the 40. His first pick return for a touchdown in his career, and it is 14-10. Saints over Arizona in the third. Back to Kenny and 10.
So the Saints looking to ruin Dave McGinnis's debut as Arizona Cardinals head coach. 3rd and 3. Another drop. Jeff Thomason was wide open. The 7th drop today by an Eagle.
Just when it looked like the Eagles were getting their rhythm back and McNabb was starting to find some receivers, he sees Thomason wide open downfield, delivers the ball very nicely, and it's just another Eagles drop.
Eighth punt of the day for Landeta. Tiki Barber. He lost the football. He called for a fair catch.
He got it back, though.
Yes, Barber recovered a penalty marker.
Huge opportunity for the Eagles, lost on that.
A penalty marker back, and it's holding against the Eagles, so it doesn't matter. Eagles called for holding back at their own 40. It's the 7th Philadelphia penalty. Jeff Triplett sorting things out.
Holding 88 kicking team. 10-yard penalty. Repeat, 4th down.
The long snapper, Mike Bartram, is called for holding. So Landeta will do it again.
And just as important as the fact that Andy Reid's team's got to re-punt this ball is that they've got to re-punt it right into the wind.
Barber waiting back at the 25-yard line. Giants leading 14-0, just over 8 minutes remaining in quarter number 3. A low kick end over end.
That's a live ball.
And another penalty flag.
That hit one of the Giants' feet.
Another penalty marker.
I think that ball hit Lyle West right in the heel.
This time holding on the Giants. There's Lyle West.
during the kick. Holding, 26, receiving team. 10-yard penalty, first down.
So the Giants recovered. Emmanuel McDaniel called for the hold. Will return to the Meadowlands in a moment.
Sweetie! Come with me. Watch this. Woo!
What kind of a company are we? We're a small-town banker, helping a farmer between bounty and drought. We're a capitalist on Wall Street, growing companies and a country. A lender, helping to buy a home. A financial advisor, planning a future. You'll find us in lumber mills, internet companies, and hospitals. From Florida to Connecticut. From the Carolinas to Texas. From Silicon Valley to Singapore to London. You'll also find us where you live. Who are we? We're First Union, one of America's largest and best financial institutions, helping our neighbors in every way we can. That's the kind of company we are.
What do men talk about?
Women are cats. They're stealthy, they're devious, they're inscrutable.
When women aren't around.
Men, on the other hand, are dogs. Loyal, direct.
Hunt everything in sight.
And that's why they're the better pet.
From the creator of Sex and the City.
I like my kitty cat. What does that say about me?
That you're a woman.
The Street premieres Wednesday at 9, 8 Central on Fox.
Back at Giant Stadium, 14-0 lead for the New York Giants over the Philadelphia Eagles. 7:59 remaining, third quarter.
Well, the Eagles had another chance on that punt to come up with a turnover. The ball was live, hit Lyle West in the foot, but Tiki Barber recovered.
We're going to hold you here.
There have not been any turnovers committed in today's game. Eagles 7 penalties. A field position battle, and now the Giants go to work from their own 19. Ron Dayne on first down, picks up 3 to the 22.
Here's that punt, Kenny. Here's the ball. There's the hit right there. That ball's live. So Moore almost comes up with it, but it's a nice play by Tiki Barber. Every time the Eagles have had a chance at something, the Giants have gotten there a split second sooner.
Yes, fortunately for the Giants, Barber recovered because it was a live ball. 2nd and 6. Collins looking downfield. The penalty marker is down. Ball is loose and rolls out of bounds. Corey Simon made the tackle, but a penalty marker on the play.
Boy, Corey Simon really lambasted Kerry Collins. Watch. Wow.
Holding, 62 offense. Penalty is declined. The ball was fumbled backwards out of bounds. It will be 3rd down.
Well, the ball was fumbled because Corey Simon really, he brought it on this play. Watch how hard he hits Kerry Collins. Just jars that ball right out of there.
And again, fortunately for the Giants, the ball rolled out of bounds. Corey Simon, terrific rookie year. 5 sacks. He came into camp late.
New York.
And he was credited with a sack on that play, so that's number 6, which is a new Eagles rookie record for sacks in one season.
What do I want the internet to be? I want it to be like Frank here. He really knows customers. Package Frank. Put him together with the internet. Now you've got something. You know, I just want doing e-business with us to be more human.
Today, Nortel Networks is combining the power of the new high-performance internet with the tools your business needs to deliver stronger, more Frank-like e-business solutions.
Come together right now over me.
Thanks for coming out, guys.
Got it. So what do you want to talk about?
Cindy. We broke up. She was perfect for me.
Oh, what a catch.
Oh, she sure was. She just tore out my heart and stomped on it.
Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Yeah, it really does. Oh, you guys are great.
Being there for a friend? Grab a Miller Lite. It's Miller time.
NFL Sunday is brought to you by Southwest Airlines, proud sponsor of the NFL and official airline of the Super Bowl. By Miller Lite, grab a Miller Lite, it's Miller time. By Nortel Networks, we're building the new high-performance internet. And by Volkswagen, on the road of life there are passengers and there are drivers.
Well, it's Sunday evening in New York City, across the Hudson. Giants with a 2-touchdown lead, 3rd and 12. From their own 17. Collins fires. Amani Toomer. Did he make the catch? Looks like a catch at the 36-yard line. He needed 12, and he gained 19. A terrific catch by Toomer.
Well, Amani Toomer makes another big catch, another big play. Watch Lomas Brown with the protection. He's got Hugh Douglas all alone, and he stands tall, gives Collins the time he needs, and then really nice play by Toomer.
His 5th catch of the game on a 3rd and 12. Now from the 36, Tiki Barber chased by Barry Gardner, and Gardner takes him down at the 32, a loss of 4 yards on the play.
Well, that hit that you heard was one of the Eagles' defensive line. I think it was Brandon Whiting. So the Eagles defense in this second half really doing a good job to try to inject some life into this team. But so far, their offense has done absolutely nothing against the Giants D.
The Eagles defense ranked 8th of the 31 NFL teams. They've allowed the 5th fewest points in the league coming in. Just under 14 points per game. Collins calls timeout with the play clock winding down. Eagles wanted a penalty flag. They felt the clock did run all the way down to 0. But the Giants do call timeout. We'll be right back.
Andy, those sockets are only supposed to be used for Domino's heat wave bags. They need to stay plugged in so the pizza's delivered hot. Are you listening to me?
The Domino's heat wave bag is plugged in to stay hot.
You happy now, Andy?
It's a fall heat wave at Domino's, where you can get a hot deal every day. Call now and get a large 1-topping pizza and a 2-liter of Coke for $9.99. Domino's, bad Andy, good pizza.
At Gene Enterprises, we've harnessed the power of the human gene so you can say goodbye to your allergies forever with new Nozula. Nozula may cause the following symptoms: itchy rashes, full body hair loss, projectile vomiting, gigantic eyeball, the condition known as hot dog fingers, children born with the head of a golden retriever, seeing the dead, bone liquefaction, possession by the Prince of Darkness, tail growth, elderly pregnancy, back.
E-Trade. It's your money.
USA Today says Dark Angel will get your heart pumping and your blood racing. An all-new Dark Angel at 9/8 Central, Fox Tuesday.
Giants with a record of 5-2. Eagles 5-3. Giants leading 14-0. Looking for their 8th consecutive victory over Philadelphia. 2nd and 14 from the 32. Collins setting up the screen. It's caught by Tiki Barber. Pushed out of bounds by Bobby Taylor at the 42. A gain of 10 yards, setting up 3rd and 4.
It was just a classic screen. They make it look like pass. Barber slips out here, and this is really a well-executed play. There's Dusty Ziegler and Glenn Parker out front with the blocks.
Barber 37 yards on the ground. Also 4 catches for 71 yards. On 3rd and 4, Collins to the outside. And the pass out of bounds, intended for Ike Hilliard.
I think Kerry Collins saw Brandon Whiting come, and he just took his weight off of his front foot, and the ball got away from him. Well, Whiting didn't allow him to set his feet and follow through on his throw. And so the Eagles defense has done it again.
Brian Mitchell, now the NFL's all-time leading punt returner. Awaiting Brad Maynard's kick. Again, Maynard angles it towards the sideline. And Mitchell brings it back to the 17. A 48-yard punt. 8 yards on the return. Ryan Phillips made the stop. Tim Fox Wednesday. Halloween is not over until the Simpsons say it is. Don't miss an all-new Simpsons Halloween special on a special night, Wednesday at 8. The day after Halloween, 7 Central, followed by the series premieres of Normal, Ohio, and The Street. The Simpsons Halloween special at 8, 7 Central, Fox Wednesday. Your kids spent the weekend in New York, but went home early to get ready for Halloween.
They picked up their costumes down here, though.
How much did that run you?
I don't know.
Would have been cheaper up in Syracuse.
I won't see it till the credit card bill comes.
Eagles from the 18. Speaking of Syracuse, Donovan McNabb, the former Orangeman quarterback, pulling small, could not hold on. Dave Thomas on the coverage.
Well, what Dave Thomas did with his coverage was he made it a very difficult throw, and then he made it a very difficult catch because he was all over Torrance Small. So McNabb had to rifle that thing in there low and hard, and Small could not make the catch. And that's more of the same, and it's what we've seen from the Eagles receiving core all the first half.
As you saw, Giants defense has been on the field only 14 minutes. That pass short, intended for Johnson.
Boy, that was ugly. Donovan McNabb kept clapping his hands, saying, all right, come on, let's go. Now, this is a timing pass. So McNabb has to let that ball fly before Charles Johnson makes his break. So this is just synchronization between the two of them right there. It wasn't necessarily just a bad pass by McNabb. It may very well have been a bad route by Charles Johnson.
McNabb in the third quarter, 2 of 10. On 3rd and 10. McNabb's pass tipped and then nearly intercepted by Sam Garnes. So the Eagles again forced to punt.
Well, McNabb trying to find Chad Lewis, which has been his favorite. The tight end has been his favorite target. So he tries to force this thing right into his zone. He threw it a little too high. But really, Kenny, it hasn't been so much what the Giants defense has done as what the Eagles offense hasn't done.
This is the 9th punt of the day by Landeta. Barber again bobbles it and covers back at the 39. Well, JB never bobbles anything during his Fox NFL updates. What do you have for us?
Hey, Kenny, not according to Terry, but anyway, take a look at Jeff Garcia. Pump. Who did you hook up with? One of the best 1-2 combinations. Terrell Owens, 2nd touchdown reception of the day, 11th of the season, a league leading, and San Fran's up by a touch. Kenny and Tim.
Thanks, JP. And those are two teams with two good offenses, led by these guys, receiver Isaac Bruce, and Terrell Owens is really starting to come into his own. But both of those teams have got poor defenses, the inversion of what we've got today.
Giants from the 39. On first down, Collins to Amani Toomer. A gain of 7. Toomer's 6th catch of the game.
Well, I just mentioned both of these teams are really led by their defense. But the Giants today they've done pretty good at this passing game. We still have not seen the deep ball, but we've seen Amani Toomer making some key catches, making a key run on a touchdown pass, and some key third down conversions.
2nd and 2. Ron Dayne hit for a loss. It's Barry Gardner again. Loss of 2 yards on the play. 3rd and 4 upcoming.
The Giants haven't been stellar on 3rd down. They've only converted 3 of 10 so far today.
They have 3 wide receivers in the game. Collins on 3rd and 4. It's Toomer. Al Harris.
I think he's going to be short.
Al Harris on the coverage. Let's see where they spot the ball. 7th catch by Toomer.
Well, no, they're going to. The one official had marked it shorter. This is Toomer. Now he's got size and he's got strength, and this is him using his body and positioning himself inside Al Harris to make this catch.
Here come the chains.
You know, the initial mark looked short, but then another official came in and marked it favorably to the Giants.
First down for the Giants. Toomer's 7th catch, which ties his season high, set week 2 against the Eagles. And Collins has thrown Toomer's way 12 times today.
And as Jim Fossil said, starting at the beginning of this game, Toomer had a drop and he had a couple drop. It didn't look real good, but since then he really has been strong.
Toomer, his 8th reception, and he fights his way down to the Eagles' 46. So Amani Toomer turning things around. He was benched in the second half in the Giants' last game against Dallas. He was struggling with hamstring and toe injuries. Had many conversations with Jim Fossil during the bye week, during this past week, and Fossil told us yesterday he had a great week of practice.
Yeah, and he's been the guy today. He converted a good week of practice to a good football game. Now, we haven't seen that deep pass yet. We haven't seen that spectacular thing, but he's done what he's had to do, and he's got 1 touchdown.
2nd and 5 from the 46. Off the play fake. Collins looking downfield, could not find anyone, and then throws it out of bounds.
You know, I think Kerry Collins is showing good judgment, because he had Toomer in the middle of the field, but there was coverage on either side of him. He had a safety over the top, and he had a cornerback underneath. And instead of trying to force it and taking a chance with a turnover, well, Kerry Collins, I think, did the right thing by rolling out, throwing this thing away.
The numbers on Collins, who grew up in Lebanon, Pennsylvania. Attended Penn State before beginning his career with the Carolina Panthers. Collins calls timeout. The play clock was all the way down to 2.
Boy, this is a tough place to play. I mean, what a crowd. They're booing because he called a timeout. Giants are up 14-0. Their passing game has been succinct, if not spectacular. But when Kerry Collins has to call a timeout, he gets some boos.
It's the Giants' final timeout of the second half. Over to chat with head coach Jim Fossil. Collins 18 of 31, 217 yards. 8 of those 18 completions have gone to Amani Toomer. And we've spoken with Collins many times through the years during his days with the Panthers and then the Saints, and he seems so confident, so mature when we met with him yesterday.
He did. I mean, and I think that the best thing that ever happened in his career, obviously, was to come here to New York to get a second chance, and there's no question he's matured, and he's quite enjoyable to sit down and talk to.
3rd and 5. Collins back. Throws to the near sideline. It's Toomer again, and he made the catch for a gain of 13 yards, his 9th catch of the day, which ties his career best.
Well, it starts out nice protection, and here's that out cut. And Toomer, you see the skills right there. He puts a move on Al Harris. He beats him. He burns him. And then he makes the catch and drags his feet. Nice, nice work.
Nine catches, 108 yards for Amani Toomer. As the Giants move the chains. Now from the Eagles 33. Collins looking end zone, and he overthrows Toomer.
Again, that's the only thing the Giants have not been able to do today, is to complete that deep pass. You can see them. They want to do it. They've gone for it several times. You know, the Eagles came into this game defensively thinking that after having 2 touchdown passes against them in game 1, that's all they had to do. They had to just prevent the deep pass, and they've done that today, but they've not prevented the underneath passing or the run game.
2nd and 10 from the 33. All the way down to the 20-yard line. Ron Dayne. A pickup of 13 more yards.
What a horse. You know, when you have an aggressive defense, this is what you want to do. You want to start the ball one way and then cut it back. So it starts to the left. Watch Dayne. He cuts it back. And now look at him. Get low. Get the pads down. There's that cutback.
His 3rd carry today for more than 10 yards. Here's Dayne again. Down to the 15-yard line.
I tell you, the way he's running the ball right now, the Giants might as well just keep putting that ball in his hands.
Giants leading 14-0 on the move as this 3rd quarter comes to an end. Fox NFL Sunday will continue after a word from your local Fox station.
You're watching the NFL on Fox.
News with Joyce Evans and George Mallet tonight on the Fox 10 o'clock news.
Bad to the bone. Bad to the bone.
It's here. Ford Truck Month. Now get $2,000 cash back on 2000 Ford F-150 or choose 2.9% financing for up to 60 months. $2,000 cash or 2.9 financing on the built Ford Tough F-150. It's Ford Truck Month at your Quality Plus Ford dealer.
Bad to the bone.
Want another way to save on your electric bill? Then turn on New Power and save up to 25% on the electricity portion of your bill. Guaranteed. You can start saving money by calling 1-877-683-1608 or visit newpower.com.
Mom, I was watching that.
New Power. Power to run your life.
Hi there. I hope you're going to spend that money wisely.
What?
Put it toward this.
$1,650 in combined savings on the last of the 2004 runners. Your Toyota dealers are giving you $750 in factory-to-dealer incentives and $900 in extra value packages on the SUV voted best overall value in its class, the 4Runner, at your Toyota dealer.
And I was just going to buy shoes.
You and Toyota? much better fit.
New York Giants on the move with a 14-point lead as we begin quarter number 4.
And Giants running back Ron Dayne, the Thunder, has looked like he's running downhill over the past couple plays.
Here's Dayne, and this time he's hit for a loss of a yard by Paul Grassmanis. But Dayne with 51 yards on the ground. A big day for Tiki Barber. Yeah. And, of course, Kerry Collins to Amani Toomer, the lethal combination.
And I think right now, unless the Eagles defense comes up with a really big play, it's going to put this thing away. Even though we've got the whole fourth quarter to go, the Eagles offense has struggled so badly tonight that I think one more score here is really going to make it very, very unlikely that the Eagles could come back.
3rd and 5, play clock winding down. And Collins did not have any timeouts to use.
5-yard penalty.
Giants already used up all of their timeouts. So the Giants forced back 5 yards.
Well, I can tell you this, the Eagles defense was moving up, and I think they showed Kerry Collins a blitz that he hadn't seen before. And I don't think he knew exactly how to adjust the protection to it. So rather than giving up a down and some yardage, Collins just gave up the yardage.
Now 3rd and 10 from the 20. Collins gets the pass away, and a nice catch by the tight end, Pete Mitchell. But he stopped 2 yards shy of the first down marker by Bobby Taylor.
Oh, did you see that blitz, though? Did you see the Eagles come and they sent the safety, Brian Dawkins, and he came untouched? Dawkins is going to come right off this side. See that? And I think that's what Kerry Collins was worried about.
Brad Daloiso, a 31-yard attempt. And Daloiso's kick is good. So the Giants have extended their lead. Giants 17, Eagles nothing.
Introducing the new 200 horsepower Chrysler Sebrings. Sedan, convertible, and coupe. They beg to be driven.
We think you need to integrate your global supply chain,
move assembly overseas,
and accelerate inventory velocity. Great. Do it. Sir, we don't actually do what we propose.
We just propose it.
UPS can help redesign your supply chain and make it work. From managing your logistics to financing your inventory, we deliver more than just packages.
Can you believe that guy?
UPS, moving at the speed of business.
Announcing a breakthrough in pizza technology. A pizza inside a pizza. To demonstrate how much we can pack inside Pizza Hut's new Insider, we're going to take this elephant and pack him inside this phone booth. Smashing. Do we get it all in?
Well, we took one thin crust with 6 cheeses, sealed it with another crust of even more cheese. And that's the amazing new Insider Pizza, all for just $9.99.
Get that, will you?
The Insider Pizza from Pizza Hut, another one of the best pizzas under one roof.
Fox NFL Sunday is brought to you by Chrysler. We're reinventing passion for drive. By Adidas. By UPS, moving at the speed of business. And by Norelco for an unexpectedly close shave guaranteed. Put it to the test.
Welcome back to the Meadowlands. Kenny Albert with Tim Green. 17-0 lead for the New York Giants. Another short kickoff by Daloiso. Ryan Mitchell, good return. Out to the 38. 22 yards on the return by Mitchell. Sean Williams made the tackle. 12-play, 48-yard drive. Toomer 4 catches during the drive, culminating with Daloiso's 31-yard field goal. So now the Eagles offense back to work. They have only 6 first downs in the game. 128 total yards.
They've only converted once on 3rd down out of 10 attempts.
Sean Williams is the injured Giant. Eagles have committed 7 penalties. They've punted 9 times in their first 10 possessions, and will start from their own 38 when we return.
The family has always put in the forefront to protect the quality and the standards set by Adolphus Bush.
The deep sense of pride that my grandfather taught me, that my father continues to teach me.
I think he would be very happy that the generations of his family have practiced what he taught us.
Here at VMI, we were asked to try the Norelco Advantage for 21 days. There was quiet dissension.
I'm not giving up my blade.
And anxious inquiry.
The heck is this? Goo? But then we started to realize the lotion actually gave us a closer, smoother shave than we expected, without the nicks and cuts of blades.
Our fear diminished. Our hopes arose, and life got a little less hairy.
Come on, babyface, move it.
The Norelco Advantage.
It's guaranteed or your money back. Norelco, put it to the test.
Watches as a single step becomes a giant leap for mankind.
Transportation advances again. The re-engineered, redesigned Chrysler Town & Country. The best minivan ever.
You will be scared when you watch That 70s Show.
That's really hot!
The Halloween special.
Someone might get hurt.
The only person dumb enough to get hurt around here is you.
All new at 8/7 Central, Fox Tuesday.
Philadelphia Eagles trailing by 17, start from their own 38-yard line. McNabb with time, fires downfield, picked off by Emmanuel McDaniel, starting in place of the injured Jason Sehorn.
An ugly, ugly night for the Eagles offense. You know, Jesse Armstead did an outstanding job of getting depth in his drop. He's the underneath part of this zone. He gets a good drop. And McNabb fires that ball right into that zone. And McDaniel's there to pick it off.
Third pick of the season for McDaniel. Giants intercepted 5 in their last game against Dallas. That's the first turnover of this afternoon's game. And the Giants start from their own 46. Tiki Barber into Eagles territory. Down to the 37. A gain of 17 yards as we send it back to Los Angeles for this Fox NFL update with James Brown.
Kenny and Tim, how talented is Marshall Faulk, you ask? Well, he's in the slot here. Who finds him? Trent Green, 3 touchdowns on the day for Marshall Faulk, 2 running, 1 receiving, all knotted at 24 in the 4th quarter play. Back to Kenny and Tim.
JB almost as talented and versatile as you. I was going to say Terry. I thought you were going to say Terry.
Ron Dayne losing 2 yards on the play. So a couple of tough weeks for the Rams. They lose to the Chiefs last week. They also lose Kurt Warner. And today in Trent Green's first start, having a tough time, all tied up with the 49ers.
Yeah, their problems, though, have been on the defensive side of the ball.
And they brought in Bud Carson out of retirement to work with the defense.
Well, this Eagles defense has got to be a very worn out, demoralized group.
From the 39, it's Dane up the middle. Another big gain for Ron Dane, down to the 31 of the Eagles.
I've got to tell you that what happens, despite the intensity of the play, despite the size of the guy's heart, if you're on a defense and you are out in the field all night long and your offense has as many 3-and-outs and failures at third down conversions as the Eagles have had tonight, something inside you just starts to fade away. And I think that's what's happening to the Eagles defenders.
3rd and 3. Giants need to get to the 27 for a first down. And Collins' pass is caught for a first down by Ike Hilliard. His 5th catch of the day, a gain of 6 as the Giants move the chains.
Well, Kerry Collins has started to do some of this half-roll passing, but I think tonight even more they want to do it because he wants to get away from Hugh Douglas. And there's Douglas right there coming right through Lomas Brown, but Collins does a nice job, half of a roll, finds his receiver and delivers the ball.
The pitch back to Dane. Works his way down to the 23-yard line. A gain of 1 as the clock continues to move. Under 10 minutes remaining, 4th quarter. Giants looking for their 6th win, which would pull them into a tie with the Washington Redskins, who are 6-2. Redskins play tomorrow night, while the Eagles, who coming into this game had won 4 of their last 5, with a loss, would drop to 5-4. Collins to a fullback. Greg Camella down to the 14, close to another Giants first down. Tiki Barber, Tim, told us yesterday he spent the bye week up in Boston at Greg Camella's engagement party.
Well, that was after Camella spent the offseason inviting him on his uphill run, which Tiki said he could only do once a week. Camella does it 3 times a week. But he felt that it really added to his conditioning this season and enabled him to run throughout a game. Run, catch, make plays, and not be as tired in the 4th quarter. So I'm sure Ron Dane's carrying part of the load had something to do with that, too.
Dane down to the 11. Greg Camella out of Stanford. During his collegiate days, he would work out with Jerry Rice. We've heard all about those Jerry Rice workouts. They're legendary. Second and 9 coming up for the Giants. They lead 17-0. And their offense has had the ball for 37 minutes. More than 2/3 of today's game as they keep it on the ground with Ron Dane.
Well, Kenny, I think the Giants, it looks like they've pretty much got this wrapped up, and it should feel good about themselves. As you said, it puts them right there with the Redskins. But I don't think they can feel too good, because I still say that they need to establish that downfield passing game. The passing game tonight was well executed, very efficient. Monty Toomer made some nice plays and came up with some important catches. But I still think to be one of the top teams, they're going to need to develop that deep pass.
3rd and 4. Dane up the middle. Looks to have the first down.
And this is just insulting when you can just dominate the line of scrimmage, open up a big hole, send your big back right up the pipe, and pick up a first down in the red zone.
First and goal from the Eagles 2. loses a yard. Paul Grassmanis and Damon Moore made the tackle. Tiki Barber with 3 fewer yards in today's game than the entire Eagles offense.
And that 125 is exactly what he had against the Eagles in their first game in week 2 of the season.
Very similar offensive numbers for the Giants today as their 33-18 victory over the Eagles. Second week of the season. Second and goal. Into the end zone for the touchdown, Joe Montgomery. His first carry of the season. He was the Giants' leading rusher last year. Took the handoff from Collins and scores the Giants' 3rd touchdown of the game.
And Montgomery did a nice job on the run, too, to keep his feet going, keep searching for that opening, then running through the Eagles' defense to the end zone.
Brad Daloiso for the point after. The Giants' lead is now 24-0. Well on their way to their 8th consecutive win over the Eagles.
Our first lesson this morning will be the sit and stay command. And say sit, stay, sit, stay, sit, stay.
This dog's in big trouble.
Buy online, return to the store.
No problem.
BestBuy.com. It wasn't that easy.
Check it out.
The next generation Chrysler Town and Country.
You do that?
I thought you did. Let's get out of here.
With power sliding doors and liftgate with an obstacle detection system, Chrysler Town and Country is the best minivan ever.
Halloween isn't over until The Simpsons say it is.
I'll be damned. I'm afraid so.
It's an all-new Simpsons Halloween special on a special night. Then John Goodman stars in the series premiere of Normal, Ohio. It all begins at 8/7 Central, Fox Wednesday.
All Giants, they lead the Eagles 24-0. Just under 6 minutes remaining. The short kick is taken across the 45-yard line by Brandon Whiting. He fumbled. Giants thought they had it, but Whiting recovered.
Like the last guy you want to have get the ball in his hands is the defensive lineman.
You speak from experience.
I do. Because they have absolutely no idea what you're supposed to do with the football. Well, Whiting had some good speed, but you never handle the ball. So you never, you don't know how to protect it. You don't know how to tuck it, hold it, cover the point.
On first down for the tight end, Chad Lewis. That's his first catch of the game. A gain of 26 yards. Lewis leads all NFC tight ends in receptions, but that is the first one he's caught today. From the Giants' 25. Now 2nd and 10.
Another miscue, and that play probably sums up the night for the Eagles offense. Just out of sync. And I think Terry Bradshaw talked about it at halftime. The Eagles, I mean, they felt like they overlooked the Giants in the first game.
They had just beaten Dallas week 1. Here's Charles Johnson racing for the end zone. He's in. So the Eagles are finally on the scoreboard on Charles Johnson's 4th touchdown catch of the year.
Oh, it was a really nice run after the catch by Charles Johnson, but obviously a little late.
David Akers, who missed on a field goal earlier for the first time this season, nails the extra point. So with 5:12 remaining, 4th quarter, it's now Giants 24, Eagles 7.
Chrysler Town & Country, re-engineered and redesigned with over 80 available safety and security features. Chrysler Town & Country, the best minivan ever.
Do you remember anything after being scanned?
A human was cloned. That human was you.
Well, you cloned the wrong man. They'll do anything to destroy the evidence. And you're the evidence.
Daddy? How do you know? He's not you, and you're not him.
I know who I am. The 6th Day, rated PG-13. Opens everywhere November 17th.
Does peace of mind have a name? Can confidence and trust be summed up in one word? Can innovation really mean security? In 90 manufacturing centers in 27 countries, Goodyear scientists and engineers are working every day to answer those questions and to ensure that your family is riding on the safest, most durable tires we can make. Peace of mind does have a name. It's Goodyear.
Who will find Mulder first? In 7 days, the race is on. The X-Files season premiere at 9, 8 Central next Sunday on Fox.
Eagles trailing the Giants 24-7. David Akers with the onside kick. Joe Jurevicius recovers. Giants have the hands team on the field. And the wide receiver, Joe Jurevicius, fielded the kick. Well, next week, Fox NFL Sunday begins with JB, Terry, Howie, and Chris on America's favorite pregame show. Then the Giants travel to Cleveland as they take on the Browns, plus the Redskins and the Cardinals. Check local listings. It's the NFL on Fox next Sunday beginning at 12 Eastern, 9 Pacific.
This game here was a big hurdle for the Giants because it was a division game, and it's always tough to beat a divisional opponent twice in one season. Now they go out to Cleveland, and then they face St. Louis, who, as you said, they're having defensive troubles of their own.
Ron Dayne on first down. Gains 3. Eagles
timeout.
Call timeout. Stop the clock. With exactly 5 minutes remaining. And Tim, you talked about the similarities for the Giants offense, their victory week 2 against the Eagles, and in today's game.
Yeah, and the thing that we've talked about all game long, this is crushing. I mean, this is devastating to a defense. And we started to talk about it a little bit in the third quarter, and I said, you know, it just demoralizes a defender and a group as a defense so badly that you start to just lose a little bit of the edge. You start to, you know, not quite make the tackle and not quite get the coverage. And the Giants have taken advantage of that and just ground down this Eagles D.
We take you around the National Football League. Rams and 49ers still tied. Saints leading the Cardinals late.